must have sat there for about an hour and a half before anyone came in.
Hi guys.
And she came in.
Hope you well.
And,
just chilling.
I thought, ding dong, this is it. She came in and said,
just gonna check the. Oh.
I said, I think you might be next door. She disappeared again. I gave her another 15 minutes on the hope that she
God.
would come back. She didn't. I went in the next room. She was getting off with Martin Wells.
Oh no!
Because he'd been dancing around with no trousers on. So all I'll say is, there's a valuable lesson learned.
Get me on this lily pad. One sec.
I think this was the same girl. I was at a party once, and I was with this girl. I was trying to impress her, and someone lit some joss sticks. You know, just gonna give it a kind of hippie vibe, right? And I didn't know what joss sticks were. I thought this was some kind of drug, like cannabis. So these joss sticks are like, and I started.
Oh my God! I've set off an endless loop.
Oh man, these joss sticks they're really doing me in, man. And everyone said, what do you mean? I went, oh, they're good stuff. This is good shit. And they said, what do you mean, joss?
We're gearing up to go in Nether as well, guys.
There's an incense. And I went, yeah, I know. I'm just saying I'm just saying they smell great. Is what I'm saying.
Meanwhile, Martin Wells.
Boom. That's what it should be on. Sorry.
Throwing in money.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it shouldn't be on.
There was another party where I
think I preferred it with it off.
Girl, but there's inevitably a girl there that I'm trying to impress. And I went up to, it was a house party in someone's house. I didn't know anyone there really. I was only
Steve, you come without trousers. Well, it worked for bloody Martin Wells.
And I went up to the toilet, and I had to do, number twos.
Brilliant.
And I did them.
Right, so we need to go into the Nether now, guys. This is what we're doing.
And I was like, and I was scrabbling around in this bathroom thinking, what can I use? There was nothing. And I was thinking, oh God, what can I do? And as I recalled in the end, I couldn't make anyone hear. I didn't want to sort of go out into the hall and stuff. So I had to shout out the window.
We're making arrows this time.
Yeah, and someone had to come and bring me some. And once again, it didn't. Well, I wish I'd fucking had Zen in the eye.
My ears are itching tonight.
Fucking pages out and wipe my arse.
Can't speak very well today. So we've got a bit of Ricky Gervais XFM on.
That's the ever-changing jingle for Carl.
What am I doing?
Which we like to read each week. Suzanne said today can be my day.
Feathers.
She's been a bit of a pain with her illness and that.
I need flint feathers.
So she said I can do what I want today. We went for a walk around Green Park. Loads of tourists were about looking at the Queen's house. She was in because the flag was up. I wouldn't want to live there. Why wouldn't you want to live there? Just because it's right in the centre of town?
It's just not in a good place, is it? It's got a roundabout outside and that.
Really busy.
It's pretty good.
I went for a pee in the toilets. When I came out, a pigeon...
I need more flint.
She was in a bit of a mood about it. A bird shot on my ear once. I left it for about 10 to 15 minutes until I got home. I washed it off, and in that 10 to 15 minutes, it had corroded me ear.
Yeah, he's had a lot of problem with ears. He told me the other day, he got up.
You can't make an arrow by hand.
Had a bath.
Come off it.
Breakfast. Went to the shops to get a newspaper and had a chat with a woman in the corner shop. Got home, pottering around, looked in the mirror.
What are we missing?
Cotton bud sticking out of his ear. He went. What annoyed me was she didn't say anything.
Oh, what are these?
Yeah.
No, but she knows me well enough to sort of, go, you got a cotton bud in your ear.
No, she knows you well enough to go. Carl's got a cotton bud in his ear.
How do I get potions?
When you've got a cotton bud in your ear, what interrupts?
How do I get potions going?
Or my dad called or something, and then because I was running a little bit late because I'd been talking to them, the earbud was in. I just popped my coat and went.
What do we have to do potions?
You got a toothbrush in your mouth. Oh.
Walked through Covent Garden. There were 5 of them mimes knocking.
Brewing stand,
I don't
Louis.
know why people take pictures of mimes. Everyone looks like a mime.
Where's that on here?
That's so true. That's really true. If the point is they're staying still, if that's their skill.
Where is it? Oh, on here. What are these? Do I need this bit?
Absolutely true.
My dad took the cat to be
Observer.
rescued today because it kept bumping into things since losing its sight.
Where is it?
My mum said she's not going to get another one. She said the parrot is looking worried as it's seen the budgie
No,
go in the space
not
of
in here.
minutes.
Thanks, Louis. I need your help.
Your mum said the parrot's looking worried.
Where is it?
What happened to the cat then?
It gets into a lot of fights. It lost one eye, and then it got into another fight and lost another.
Oh.
Just walking around bumping into.
Cauldron.
The vet sort of said, "Oh, we can do."
Do I need a cauldron?
Alive and all that, but
Get one anyway.
Because it costs a fortune. They shouldn't tell you.
But
Mum and Dad can't afford to have eyes put on it and stuff.
no, you can't have.
You never know when you'll need one.
So we can
I don't know, but it's under
have its
craft.
eyes sorted out.
Cauldron is one part. Right, so I need that then. Don't miss valuable stuff like that out, mate.
Why?
Not the Pilkington
It's got to be in here then, isn't it?
No, well, they
They
have
keep
good
dying.
lives. Yeah, I know, but they have good lives whilst they're still knocking about. It's just that we get through them.
Where are you? Does anyone know where a brewing stand is, please?
It's a good job you're not going to have kids.
Oh God Almighty! I can't believe it. The cat that kept throwing up.
No block, beacon, lever.
Dry wipe cat.
A mate sent me a story on email about a bloke in China who has
Where is he?
illness that means he can't have his picture taken. That's not the weird bit. If he tries, his body doesn't appear in the photo.
Don't talk shit.
He
Pistons? I don't know.
and everyone appeared apart from him.
Don't talk shit.
The story had a picture next to it of a family photo.
Won't be on decorations, will it?
You couldn't see him.
Right, he wasn't in the picture.
It was in the picture.
No, he wasn't in the picture.
Does anyone know? Guys, please, help me.
This is bollocks. There's no way this is scientifically possible. What's his want? Yeah, now he's wanted. Just a white bit of paper up on the police wall.
What the fuck? Where is it?
If you see him, tell us. You're talking shit.
Suzanne watched the film You've Got Mail.
Are you sure, Louis? That's what I need.
Time.
Crafting table. Oh, what an idiot.
Without seeing them, unless you're
What an idiot. What an idiot I am.
I think it's odd when blind
Okay,
people
I've got some blaze rods hidden away for a rainy day.
Just because most stuff is based on looks, isn't it? So you think once they
Only taking one. We only need one.
stick with them.
But no, it's not true. I mean, most things are based on looks.
What I mean is when you first like meet someone and that.
Well, then initially it's only looks because you don't know them.
So that's what I'm saying.
But that's a ridiculous
Oh.
thing to say.
Need
Well, no,
cobble.
just what I think. I'm not
Wherever
saying
will we
it's
get cobble
bad or
from?
anything, I'm just thinking, if you're blind, why mess about?
You're still basing on it if it's only looks that people find. What?
Yeah, I'm just saying. So why is a blind person messing about having an affair?
Because I'm saying that presumably that blind person isn't basing anything on looks.
I just all right. I mean, maybe that.
What do I have to do then?
More like
Do you want me to cross it out? Shall I cross it out? 'Cause it's bollocks.
What do I do now?
Way, I think I put,
Alexis, hello.
people. I read something in a Sunday paper once with some bloke who was going out with some woman. He ended up going out with a sister who was a twin. If you're gonna have a change, have a change.
Spoke to Ricky about trips to the moon. He was up for going just to see what the world looks like. I came up with the idea
What?
of a giant mirror on the moon that would reflect.
There's
the
fucking
world.
recipes in
I had
that.
a few questions, but I had the answers.
Yeah.
He changed the subject. I won.
Right. My first question was, how would you get it up there?
Finally, you need netherwarts. I've got netherwarts somewhere.
That'd be a good mirror then, wouldn't it? I said, how big would it be? He went, you'd still need a telescope. I said,
So I need netherwart up
"Get it on
top.
the right side of the moon, always facing the right. He
Water bottles.
went, does the moon move then? I went, yes.
And if we don't like the mirror on the moon, we can always wallpaper over it.
What the fuck?
It's Suzanne's birthday tomorrow, so I've got to get her something. I sometimes think it would be best if we didn't celebrate birthdays. I think people would live a bit
What is going on here?
how old they were. Age puts restrictions.
What I need is
She said something about what
something for the nether. Makes you invisible for 3 minutes. That's what I need.
We'll look for one later.
I love the fact that
So I need the night vision potion
buy
first.
Suzanne
Right.
a birthday present. You think that birthday presents are a bad idea?
Got up early. It's Suzanne's birthday. Gave her
Golden
a
carrot.
She
Combine a
was
carrot with 8
badge.
golden
She wore it
nuggets.
to work. It's quite nice. Quite nice to hear.
Okay.
She was actually happy for once. in your
We can
company.
do that.
They always say when you get someone a present,
We can do that.
they wouldn't buy themselves.
20 burpees now, bro. Ronnie!
Not something I would buy myself if I had the money.
Yes, brother. How you doing, mate?
I wouldn't buy myself. It was a T-shirt with her face on.
Carrot. Told you I had one.
going on in the world. Someone has found some people who live in an old town somewhere where they are so old-fashioned they still walk on all fours. There is a picture of them.
What am I doing?
That's not
Wait.
old-fashioned. Why is that
I need to
old-fashioned?
craft.
Kind of regressive evolution.
Yeah, really old-fashioned.
Yeah,
But it's not true, is it?
it is true. It's
I need to
the way
craft
they-
little nuggies.
I believe they have found a group of people that are living and walking around on all fours, but
Yeah,
I
but
don't
that's-
believe they're wearing shoes on their hands.
And I don't believe they haven't evolved to stand.
Is that what it said? Golden
You
carrot.
just haven't seen other people walking.
Golden
on two
carrot.
Don't talk shit all your life.
That's all it's about, though, isn't it? You copy. When you're a baby, if you were stuck in a room, you'd wander about on all fours because that's the way. That's an easy way of getting about. So you only walk on 2 feet.
Okay,
to see
so I've
everyone
got
else.
one now.
Well,
That's
I don't
fine.
believe that is the case because, as I understand it, some of the family are walking on 2 feet. So I don't know what the
Okay,
individuals are. I know
golden
there's a
carrot.
documentary on the BBC, so maybe
So I
we should
can-
watch that and then we'll all know what's going on. Instead of just leaping to conclusions because you read half of it on the internet and then skipped on to
But
something
all I'm
else.
saying is, though, you would wear shoes on your hands if you're roaming about like that.
So
I mean,
you
it
just
didn't-
confessed there that you
You brew potions by placing an ingredient in the top slot, some blaze powder in the fuel slot,
I saw
and a potion or water bottle in the bottom slot. Up to 3 can be brewed at one time. Once a valid combination is entered, the brewing process will start and create the potion after a short time.
If you're not going to wear them on your hands, don't put them on your feet then.
Okay.
I think some monkey news was bollocks.
Another what?
Treated Suzanne to her tea, went and got her a curry from the shop opposite. While I waited for the food, I read a story in the Metro newspaper about an alien gang that kept appearing in someone's garden. The bloke moved, but when he
Wow.
went past the house at night, he would still see the aliens knocking about, hiding underneath his old shed.
Okay, so I can put that there then, can't I?
As the food was ready.
And then I need... Oh, what's that about?
Load of bollocks again. Well, good. More drivel.
Need a bucket.
Carl's diary next week.
Look at all the shears I've got.
Rogbusters.
It's a mess in here.
Right then, so last week gave you some
Burpees, you want burpees?
Through a band, cryptic clue.
Don't make me wrong, I'm tired. Have you seen my press up videos today anyway?
The initials were ND.
Yeah.
That Jamaican fella, he doesn't want anything, right? So you got to think about the accent.
I don't have a bucket anywhere. I don't believe
Doesn't
that.
want anything, so he's not. He's
There
not
you go.
demanding anything.
Okay.
No sort of demand. Nil demand.
Nil demand. Neil Diamond.
Nil demand. It's like Neil Diamond.
Let's say Neil Diamond, please.
No,
Can I have some Neil Diamond?
no.
Right.
Nil demand.
But just now it was all to do with I've got no demands. Now it's a Jamaican person going in and asking for Neil Diamond in a Jamaican voice.
Yeah, I know, but it's a cryptic clue in it.
Doesn't work.
The second one was the initial was E. I asked him to.
Okay,
consider the
I
book.
think I'm getting somewhere with this.
What do you do if you chuck someone a ball?
They head it back.
Edit that, yeah.
They head it back.
So you'd say editors, editors. That's editors.
What is it? Is it
It's a band that I've
No, there's a
quite
band
good at the
called
moment.
The Editors. Called Editus.
Editus? What's that? Is it Greek? Is it a Greek band?
Again, cryptic. Just you got to
No,
think
again,
cryptic.
bollocks.
Then the last one.
Bollocks.
TR was the initials.
Yeah.
The cryptic clue. He's got the
Another
ones-
what I need.
I've got the ones that run and charge at you.
Go on.
What I forgot?
Dunno.
Well-
Sheep. Something to do with sheep.
Right, something to do with sheep. They're the woolly ones.
Yeah.
What are the ones that run and charge at you?
Oh, they're woolly as well.
No,
The
what,
rams.
not as woolly. The rams, right?
Yeah, they're.
The
Another
rams-
quartz I've got.
If you write that down.
No, he's not even right.
Got no another what?
Ramones.
What's that?
The
Yes.
Ramones.
No, but it's very sad,
Told
isn't
you.
it? It's not because it's not.
No, it sort of changes about a bit. Just cryptic.
But your understanding of the word cryptic is
Yeah.
it can be anything.
What am I thinking? Cryptic.
Cryptic clues in a crossword have a logic to
It
them.
needs blaze dust.
Well done to Neil Fennon, who's in Canada.
Well, I
He's
don't
not
know
on
what
that.
How do I make blaze dust?
Right, do the next week's one.
Right then.
Just get it over with. We got to stop this. Monkey news is coming back.
No, it's not.
Blaze
There's
powder.
nothing going on. We're not doing it.
Oh, not me blaze
The
rods.
initials.
Gonna have to get more out of
Go on.
bastards.
The cryptic clue.
Bloody potions, eh?
Stop saying cryptic because it's not.
What a nightmare.
Went into the restaurant
Charlie?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and the fella making the food was there each time. Right? SC are the initials. I went into the restaurant on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday if you want. The fella making the food, he was there each time.
So you changed it.
SC.
Was he there Saturday and Sunday or not?
You can be if you want. I'm just saying he's there a lot.
Oh,
Work it out,
this
SC.
is like pulling
I'm
teeth.
trying to hurry it up. And the second one, go into that woman's store.
Is it doing
and
it?
her off, right?
Right.
That's C.
Okay.
C. Go into that woman's store.
It looks like it's doing something.
Okay.
Gonna do that.
Oh, don't mumble at the end of it. Go on. Just do the clue.
And the
Does it
last
take
one,
that long?
initial E.
Last one ever.
You have had a go at laying down a track, but it ain't perfect, right? So you're sort of making a track.
It's not doing it, is it?
Do the clue.
You're making a track. You
What,
had a go at
give us
laying
the
it down.
clue.
It's not doing it, is it?
Around it. Right, the initial is E.
E.
What's the clue?
You
That's
had a
not
go
doing
at
it, is it?
laying down the track, but it ain't perfect.
Fine.
A music track.
Yeah.
Well, no, but no. You
Looks
can't-
like it's
no,
doing
they-
something.
These people can't ask questions.
What?
Oh,
So
God.
send them in. podcast@rickygervais.com.
Right, that's the end of...
Does it need me to do the first one it wants me to do first? That's bollocks though if it does. I've got it on me, but...
Value for money, because this is shit. So we've got to... What we do is, because this is such dreadful...
What?
effects, we're giving more of it.
Yes, that's lucky
Teacher.
them.
Yeah.
Is that what you need? Is that the base for all potions then?
Stephen Merchant
Bye.
and Carl Pilkington.
The Ricky Gervais Show on Guardian.
So now I can expand on that, can I? So if I put this here... Now...
You're listening to Ricky Gervais with me,
Right.
Stephen Merchant, and Carl Pilkington.
Then we need the recipe for
You,
invisibility.
me from such works as The Office and Extras, Stephen being my co-writer and co-director on those things. For those people who are not so aware of Carl Pilkington, he was our producer, sort of given to us when we first started on XFM, and you're thinking, well, why are we doing a podcast? Why are we doing a podcast for no money?
Is there no money?
No, it's free, innit? It's free download, but
Night vision.
this is what I'll
Okay.
have to answer. It's because when
Okay.
you to be in a room with Carl Pilkington, you know, like some people go and help sort of chimps.
Do they?
Yeah.
Do you just
Yeah,
the
and help
jungles
out,
and things.
and help out little sort of endangered
Diane
species.
Fossey or
drink?
Exactly.
You're very
Yeah.
much a Diane
I
Fossey.
know what it does.
The Manchester
So you doing?
Of the little bald mank world, and Carl Pilkington is an ongoing experiment for me because I've seen him blossom from an idiot into an imbecile.
So we need then...
Look at the way he's looking at us.
What do we fucking need now?
Perfectly round head.
Ooh!
That's why I'm doing this,
Riley, thank you.
as I'm
Legend.
doing, his honour. Little round-headed.
Need to find out what to do now though.
Bod. We can maybe put up a picture of Bod, the popular cartoon kids character,
Go to rickygervais.com and you will see a picture of Carl and a picture of Bod.
and you draw your own conclusions as to the likeness.
Carl, what do you think about all this?
Where are my arrows? We're going into Nether now.
What?
So watch out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just, I mean, we are living in that sort of era now, aren't we? Like, you need to
I wanted invisibility, but
on demand when you want it and stuff.
I think it's a bit of effort.
Fan of the iPod in general,
Let's just
or
go
the
in.
MP3 things you're
Should we just go in? Yeah?
I'm warm
Yeah,
to it,
let's just go in.
but
This is what's amazing about Carl. Even though he's talking about things like MP3 players,
Need a bit more scran though, really.
he sounds like he was found in a glacier and thawed out. Do you know what I mean? And sort of taught to
Yeah,
speak.
we're a couple of high school guys who found him, and we're trying to ingratiate him in the gang, trying to pass him off as someone from the modern day.
no, but my thing with iPods is now do we need them?
Right, okay.
We're
So we
talking
need
about,
pickaxes, yeah, we've got...
We have invented
Oh,
most
shit
stuff
gear.
we need, and now we're just messing about.
They said that in 1900.
And I've put all my iron away. I love this game.
Invented has already been invented. They said that in 1900. And how wrong?
Local
are they?
brewery, brew a potion. Bit late.
At what point? What was invented in that year where they went right? That's it now.
Well, hang
What
on.
did they invent in 1900 that made them go? We've done it all now.
Well, just think a little bit, right?
Let's get this done
20th
again.
century.
Can
Think
we
what
upgrade it
happened
again?
in the 20th century.
Go on.
Well, cars,
Can you not?
planes.
You
Yeah,
can.
but is that a good
Shit.
thing? Planes.
Now we're
do you
on.
do you need a plane really? Wouldn't it have been better if we all stuck where we should be instead of travelling about? War. Well, look, war's happening, isn't it? Because
Where's it gone?
everyone's
Oh,
saying, well, now we can fly. We'll go over there. And
So there were
and
no
all that.
wars prior to the invention of the airplane.
no.
Like-
Can't do it.
like there is today.
Right.
Can't bloody do
What
it.
I'm saying is, the more the world's got
If we're killing it in the nether,
right,
we will kill a few blazes on the way, but I don't see it happening, to be honest with you. So why we're going into the nether, great question, well asked by yourselves. We're going into the nether because what we need is these.
I don't want to enter a country where I have to have an injection to stop me from dying while I'm in that country.
Right,
I totally agree with you on that.
So what
Yeah.
happened is they
Bear with me.
invent a plane and it's like, oh,
Where are they?
and then they go,
There.
now, you've got to
We need redstone lamps.
and then it's like, right, well,
Okay.
what else do we need?
So for that, we need heavy glowstone dust amounts. I'm going to take a stack of dirt. We need dirt to build up in there.
Is that a place? A lot of faffing.
What I'm saying is, you know, Steve's travelled.
Get the
more than I have.
nether
You've
water
been
away.
to places.
I've been to places
Button.
where we need injections, yep.
Yeah, but why?
Okay. Bang,
It's
bang.
fascinating, isn't it?
That's
You know,
good.
not believing
That's
the idea
good.
that travel broadens the mind.
Get in here, you.
It makes you experience other ways of life, other ways of thinking. It just
Okay.
improves you as a human being. That's the whole reason people go.
I'll take one of them with me. Why not? Might come in handy. Who knows?
You don't have to go that far to see
You're
it.
absolutely right.
So there you go then. The telly was the 20th century, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So where
Some
would
good
you
stuff.
stop then? You
Right,
don't-
torches.
Stop inventing stuff right now. Or do you think we could carry
I won't be going that far, will I?
and then just draw a line under it?
Will I?
Well, again, we're just messing about, and
But
I.
there's still things to do, isn't there? I mean, I know I could throw things up. You can always go art to it, but you know, a cure for cancer, a cure for AIDS.
Yeah, but should we mess with that?
What do you mean?
Because
Forgot what in here.
there's too many people. In the
Come on,
world
give me
who
some
do it.
scran.
So that's a way of
Come on.
controlling.
Ah.
So that, you know, like look at London, right?
No dramas.
Rent keeps
Hey,
going
mate.
up because there's more and more people surviving.
I've got a right idea, guys. This is why we're going for it.
Working itself out. See, I was saying to someone the other day about maybe we should look at if we're going to invent something, right?
Don't fuck
forget
about.
the
Don't fuck
traditional
about. Oh my
people
god.
Having kids, right? The way they, you know, have it away in that. You know,
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Oh my
you know,
god.
Like the way that, you know, we have kids and
I
stuff.
just need a cow.
If it'd be good if what happened was to control it is if man and woman, right? They're born and that they enjoy their life, they learn a lot, they live to be about 78, I think by that point.
So specific.
Yeah, 78,
No,
yeah.
but by 78, I reckon you've sort of
3 different types of meat.
everything I'm gonna do.
Not ideal.
By the time you're 78, you're not gonna do it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like
Your hips have come off.
you've done it all now. So I've had my innings.
Yeah.
And then you die, right? So say if everyone had that,
Nice.
it'd be 78.
Mm.
But then just as you die,
It's going to be a right house, this. I can't wait for you to see
have a
it.
baby inside you, and as you die, your life carries on.
I'm getting rid of this
Sorry,
nether
what is
portal.
happening? Sorry, are you mental?
No, but don't you think?
I mean, what? I've never heard such drivel.
You're saying that, but if Newton said it, you'd go, interesting. That's what annoys me.
The point is, Carl, he never would. He'd never say it. That's the point.
But if you never say it, if you
Get the.
never say it,
We're going straight in, full throttle.
How was it? How is there a little baby in a 78-year-old?
No, what I'm saying is it's like an apple where the apple grows and it's got its little baby pips in it, and the apple goes and the seeds are planted and a new one's born.
But that's what happens.
But that is what reproduction is.
Yeah, but I'm saying babies aren't being born left, right, and centre. It's controlled. So
Why have we got so many
as
shovels?
someone dies, someone's born.
But Carl, stop. Whose responsibility is
Well,
this?
if you don't want to do it,
But
we
whose
won't do it. But I'm
Is it
just
supposed to be nature? Has nature got to develop humans so that we act that way? We live that way? Or is this a scientific experiment?
Like he said.
Right,
he
come
said
on.
To you then, he said, look, if you don't want to do it, we don't need to do it. Like if you want it, we'll sort it out. We can do that.
This is the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard. This.
at the end of the day.
Right, we're off in. Come on, fuck it. We've wasted enough time talking about it. That creeper's gone somewhere that scares me. Actually, we can do that invisibility potion. Should we quickly knock it up?
I mean, what annoys me about
So
London is
your solution is that 78-year-old women have little babies inside them, and as they slip away into death, the little babies. And how is that baby then
Who looks
raised?
after
Who
the
Give me
looks
that.
after the baby?
Because it's a pretty good system having a baby while you're young enough to look after that baby and make sure it lives to, reproductive age itself.
I mean, that system's been working for years.
Nature
Right.
sort of sorted it
So,
out. Natural selection
if we
sort of makes that a good model.
But wait a minute, nature. Pop that on hold.
have a look at what's to do here.
Yeah.
it's just that's what it was, just an idea.
Yeah, well, it was nonsense. But thank you for it.
I mean, it was the
Makes you invisible for 3 minutes. Fermented spider eye and potion.
by themselves in a hospital eating flies.
Combine a brown mushroom, sugar, and spider eye.
You find when
Ah, it always leads on to something else, doesn't it?
Or a booklet written by a psychopath. You know, someone just before they went
Where do we get fermented spider eye?
They go through their possessions and they find a book and it's got weird drawings, women with knives knives in their face.
Yeah.
And this kind
Where the hell is that? Do you know?
I saw a similar sort of theory written out on a wall, but it was written in shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, all I'm saying is, I think it's, you know, when people die,
Melon seeds, you can make it. Oh no,
fed up about it, aren't they, and a bit down.
that's what I need to do.
If when you pass away,
So I need sugar.
oh, we're gonna miss Gladys or whatever. But then there's this.
I must have some sugar.
It's almost like
Come off it.
bad news, good
But
news.
you're talking about it like someone could pick this idea up and run
Yes.
it. Like you've given them enough information to do it. How is this possible? Where does she get the baby from?
I know we've got plenty of spider eyes. Don't you worry about that.
In Gladys's belly, why not have it in a drawer? Upstairs, ready to go, just add water. I mean,
Who looks after son of Gladys?
there is no theory here. There's no. It's the ramblings of a madman.
Come
What
on.
I'm saying is though, the body's always changing, innit?
I knew we should have stayed with it, guys. Look at that.
In
It's
some
changing,
cases.
and they're always finding out more and more. Like I read the other day about how.
So then, what am I going to do here? Then do I put
Like they say,
the
six senses.
Yeah.
There's loads.
the night vision in the bottom? Then maybe.
Right, and there's this one.
Careful.
You've got one.
No, right.
It's lagging a bit, innit? Don't want that in Nether.
Go on.
That,
But we're going to be invisible, so it's going to be sound.
Say if I'm in a pub, right, and I'm just doing a crossword or whatever,
Yes.
and there's some woman who's
We're
walking.
going to be invisible. We've actually changed the game there.
I know she's looking at me, and I look up and I look round. She's looking at me,
Right.
and they're saying that's a new sense that they found.
Come
out,
on.
like you know,
Is it going to work?
tests and what have you.
Yeah, it's rubbish.
And they're saying
okay.
that's been around
Well,
since like
Woohoo.
dinosaur was knocking about.
Pro brewer now.
It could be, you know, peripheral vision.
Okay. Luckily we had all the stuff for that, so that's good.
Footsteps stop.
Okay, we're going in.
No, they've
I
explained
think
it.
it's safe to assume that, you know, that with your perfectly round head, people are always.
See you soon, guys. Wish me luck.
That there's probably going to be someone there if you
They,
look
they
right.
said it's from the time when like caveman was like wandering about and gone on it, and he looked round as a dinosaur.
Oh my god, straight away.
This is nonsense. I hate when people use the term when caveman was wandering around. Caveman and dinosaurs. Oh, they used to live together. Yeah. Oh, that's the same era. Yeah. What have you been watching? Raquel Welch.
What do you mean?
Well, what do you mean caveman wandering, knocking around with a dinosaur?
You know, the Flintstones is only partly based on fact. Dinosaurs and man did not coexist. The dinosaurs had long gone before man arrived. Extinct. Kaput.
Whoa, whoa.
What, you don't believe because you've seen...
Because you saw that
My
film where
God.
they took pictures of lizards and magnified them and put them next to men in films so they looked like they were fighting.
Yeah.
No, but why couldn't that have happened?
My God.
Welsh? A million years
10
BC.
year, million years BC or
A
something.
million years BC. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
She had a sort of woolly mammoth.
Jesus.
Fact.
why wasn't the dinosaurs back then just like how we have dogs now in a way?
He's watching the Flintstones.
He's watching the Flintstones.
He's thinking
Right.
the Flintstones.
Yeah.
That's
We're
what
off
he
up.
thinks.
The saber-toothed tiger.
We haven't done his potion yet.
And he mixes his concrete in a pelican.
I just think that there must have been a crossover point.
Why? Why did you say that? Why do you think there must have been
There
a
must
crossover
have been.
point?
Because
What?
if it was knocking
Dead
about
end?
At any point, how did anything carry on?
I know. Exactly. Why didn't Hitler meet Nero? It's weird, isn't it? There must have been a crossover. They must have met somewhere. They must have met at a party somewhere.
Have I not come in here? I don't have a pickaxe.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
What am I doing?
You telling me that Ken Dodd has never met Genghis Khan?
What am I doing? Am I thick?
I can't believe
Don't answer that, and that's how I get out.
You're listening to Ricky Gervais,
Yeah.
Stephen Merchant, and
Or torches.
coming
What?
up after the ads, Monkey News.
I got giddy making me invisibility potion, didn't I? And forgot about everything else.
Just gotta keep on talking.
It's night time.
Bring tea for the Tillerman, steak for the sun. Out now to own on DVD. Ricky Gervais's
right.
Steve Merchant's award-winning extras. With Ross Kemp. Oh, zippy. With Les Dennis. Put your ass away, Les. I don't really know. And Kate Winslet. Oh, this nun outfit makes me talk dirty.
Hey, X-Flix.
Extras. Did you like
How you doing, buddy?
Ricky
Great to see you, mate.
for kids with pictures of made up creatures.
We're going into Nether,
If you did, there's
but we just need some torches.
more flannels, which is also by Ricky Gervais, drawings by his mate. Out now.
The Ricky Gervais Show on Guardian Unlimited.
Right, we're off back in.
You're listening to Ricky Gervais.
Good, man. Great to see you.
Pilkington. Well,
I've missed you.
Time for one of our regular features.
Yeah, very good, thanks, buddy.
Do the jingle.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right, what we're doing here is just giving you a bit of monkey news. That's
God,
going on.
quick.
Right,
Whew.
are you familiar with the one that went into space? The first sort of thing they ever sent up there before man did it and all that. You see, this is what annoys me with it really. Armstrong gets all the glory, but do you know who went up there before him?
A monkey.
Yeah.
Dog went up first.
But what was the monkey called?
I don't know.
No, sure, okay. So it's not the most informed news bulletin.
The dog was called
I feel like there's ghasts everywhere. I hate it.
Couldn't get it back there. They sent it up there, did a few tests and stuff, and they couldn't get it back. They weren't prepared to bring the capsule back yet. Brilliant.
Right.
We could all do that.
So is that a good mission?
Just keep an eye
I
out.
just think it was seeing if the mission itself killed it, but they didn't have the technology.
Just keep an eye out. We'll need glowstone.
Couldn't fly the capsule back, which
You
they
see me?
actually manned to bring
Right.
it.
Well, this was the next one up then, right?
I'm working on a lava in Geometry Dash. Ooh.
Get the monkey in, and what happened is they taught it what buttons to hit at the time that it needed to hit them, and the way they did this was like give it bananas. It was like hit the red button, and it hit the red button. They'd give it a banana,
Right.
and they go right reverse.
Wonder what would happen if I drunk it now.
And then they do that and go there's a banana, and then they go right hit reverse, and it go and get a banana. Hit the red, so it was taking commands on like headphones.
Right, but how were they
Is
giving
that
it
how
the
you
banana?
learn to do radio?
How does it still...
How were they giving it the banana?
What do you mean?
How does it see me?
You wouldn't just go and put a monkey in it and go there you go, get on with it. They'd sort of put him in one of them capsules that you get,
Yeah.
and they would.
I thought I was invisible.
This happened.
Well, I'm telling you the story now. So the monkey
I
sat.
don't think they trained it to do anything. I think they sent it up there and he put electrodes coming out of it to see
No.
what.
Oh, is it because I've got my kit on?
Like they can with animals. If you give something, like a treat, you can teach it how to do it. It's just like a dog, isn't it?
It's called Pavlovian conditioning. However, that was to see if it would
I'll see you in a bit, boys.
spacecraft.
Woo!
So next one up. As far as the monkey's not sat there going, oh, I'm a bit under pressure here. It's a rocket. All that's knowing is I'm getting a banana if I hit that button. That's all the monkey's thinking about. Right?
Some down there.
Billions of
whatever.
space
But how
dollars.
can they be sure that it's going to press the button at the right moment?
Because it's got headphones on. They're telling it. It's not
This ain't gonna be the thing that catches me out, is it?
willy-nilly. It's not just like pop it in there and see.
So what's to stop it from just hitting it any old time? Because it's a monkey and it's
Because
not a human.
Because he's trained now. But
Oh,
anyway,
it's trained.
so
It's fully
listen.
trained. Yeah,
So
go
what
on.
happened is anyway,
Oh, this is absolute rubbish.
they pop the monkey in there.
Yeah.
He's got his headphones on. They're going right. Hit the green one, and I think there's something there that a little banana comes.
Whoa.
Out. It's the same-
No, you're making this up.
I'm not. It's the same.
There's no way that they made a
Right, so
spacecraft
they can-
that had a banana dispenser.
Right,
There's
so-
no way in this world that they made.
Do you know what? If this wears off here, I'm absolutely shafted.
Manned
So
by a
you're-
monkey with a banana dispenser.
So you're saying that it's easy to send something up to space, but you don't believe there's a little banana machine?
Right, okay, so in your world, there's a monkey and it's been conditioned and there's a little monkey dispenser,
Banana.
monkey dispenser or a
Yeah,
banana
like banana
dispenser?
dispenser, right? So it comes to the launch day. Monkeys sat in there. Everyone's ready. Bananas are stocked up and all the rest of it. They go right. Hit the green button.
Get on.
Right, and the rocket.
This is a haul, this.
Have you?
No, they would not make the monkey launch the rocket. Carl, you are living in a cartoon world.
What are you listening to?
Goes off, right?
It's Ricky Gervais. He did a radio show with... Do you know Carl Pilkington?
It's not going well.
going
There's
well.
no way a monkey launched a rocket. There's no way a monkey launched a rocket,
So
you
it's
idiot.
all going on. So they go and hit the left button, and it goes a little bit left.
Left button. Oh, well-known spacecraft command. This is Houston. Hit the left button. Oh, brilliant. This is what happened in Apollo 13. Hit the left button.
So it goes left. Yeah, it goes left.
So it goes left, and it's going well.
It goes left.
Yeah.
No, the moon.
So
You're going right.
It goes for the moon. Everything's going well.
God, where are we? Oh.
But it does well.
Oh my god, it's worn off.
It reverse. It comes
Shit.
back, right? So then
You are, honestly, you are brain dead.
So it's
you are
land-
one of the most stupid people. That I would rather have the monkey drive
listen.
me home than you.
I don't think they've seen me yet.
it lands back. It
Yeah.
does a good job and everything. It gets out.
Yep, they have.
And this
It's sick of bananas.
this is where it turns a bit sad, because after it done that mission, right?
Oh!
Because it happened and it was all safe and everything, the next one would have been to send man.
Right.
So the monkey enjoyed it, and it was like, well, I want to do it again, right?
Oh my god.
How did they know that? How did they know he wanted to do
Wear your armour at least. I'm gonna go invisible.
Just the way it looked! You are a maniac.
So the thing is, though, right? So after it had done that, it was on such a high.
So I can go wild. Look, that's the hole we want.
Get that high again.
Turn to drugs.
There was nothing that it could do.
Went on tour, did it?
It sort of ended up killing itself. Because it could never get that buzz that it
Right,
got.
that was absolute bollocks. None of that is true, except they sent a monkey into space. And I'll check that. Absolute drivel.
So in your mind, it committed suicide. It went on a crazy bender, drinking drugs and women.
Yes.
It does happen. You
And
hear
it was
about
found
it.
in a motel room.
Come on.
Right, do you know, like, you don't believe in, like, scary stuff? Just like, ghosts.
No, I believe in scary stuff. I don't believe
No,
in
but
things
ghosts
that are totally
and that.
logical. Yeah, ghosts.
Vampires?
No. Anything made up by man.
Well, there was something in the paper the other day.
Woo!
about vampire,
Yes! We're going back rich, baby.
and,
Oh, it's true then.
It's definitely true.
Yeah, yeah, I've got one more, mate.
do that, so it doesn't matter.
No, come on.
Go on, quickly tell us. You
No,
found
it's just that they found a body in a coffin
Yeah.
with a bit of wood through its heart and a knife in its mouth. But if you don't believe it,
It was
then
a
what's the
vampire
point?
pirate. It was a vampire pirate.
But that's definitely proof of a vampire then, and of course, and not some grotesque murder.
Boom.
That's definitely proof of
If
a
it was
vampire.
found, if it wasn't,
Okay, let's heal up.
As far as I'm aware,
We want to get out of here before it wears off, really.
turn into dust.
and also all their
We should have plenty there.
their own life back.
Yeah, exactly.
that's
Right,
the
and
truth.
here was the second bit.
Yeah.
Somebody dug it up,
Yeah.
got the heart, blended it, burnt it, popped it in some water, drank it, and they're in prison now.
Okay.
Now, if it wasn't dodgy stuff, they're in prison.
They're
Well,
in prison
just
because they're mental, because they dug up a body, liquidised its heart, burnt it, and drank it. That's why they're in prison.
There's your answer.
Right. But anyway, that isn't what I'm talking
Oh
about.
my god, where is it? Somewhere there, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Now, who's he? Which one's he?
He's
Is he a medium? He can contact the dead. Is that right?
he just chats to him and that,
Sure.
passes messages on.
Nice of him.
So I said, "Oh, tell us something a bit weird and that." So he said, "What do you want to know?" I said, "Just something weird." So he goes, "All right then." He said, "Here's one
Boom.
for you." Right.
That's how you do
He
it.
said, "There's this pub."
Still got invisibility on.
And he said, "There's this mug. Do you know those old mugs that they have, where they used to
We need to get there quick.
leave their own cup knocking
Like a
about, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
Tankard thing."
Yeah.
So there was one of them mugs in there, right? And everybody.
Tankard. Let's use tankard if we've
All right,
established that's the word.
tankard, yeah.
Because you're the only mug in this story.
Right,
Not
so-
leaving it all.
Okay.
Great.
So this tankard's knocking about, right? And everyone who's running the pub keeps going, "Oh, I wish they'd stop leaving this tankard about," right? And they pick it up.
It must be a pain. Having a tiny, small tankard in a pub. That must be a real grind.
So every time they sort of picked it up and went, "We'll have to."
Where?
And they popped it on a different sideboard.
My torch system doesn't work that well.
Died, right?
Sure.
So,
Oh, it's run out.
so they kept getting new staff and
Ugh.
that. What's the connection here? Right?
What's the connection here?
Oh God.
So anyway, so
Call Australia. We've run out.
they sort of someone notices and they go, "Do you know, it's a bit weird."
Ow!
Look, right?
Welcome home.
So it's like-
Jesus.
So they get a vicar in
Of course they do.
and they go, "Look, there's a lot of weird stuff going on here. This tankard, every time someone touches it, they die." He gets his
Have you heard of Cal Pilkington
and what have you. He
exploits?
comes round, does a little prayer, sprinkles it. He goes, "Right, not a problem, don't worry about it." He picks it up, chucks it in the bin. Guess what?
Where's that wood I
He
had?
was in a crash on the way home because he'd picked it up.
Well, but Carl, you're telling me this like it's fact, and I meant to go. That's
No,
amazing.
Cora, he told me.
Carl,
We always set up a couple of chests for some building works that we're doing.
other than I'm pretty sure
Just
there was
temporarily.
no connection between touching the tankard and him dying. That's all I'm sure
It's
of.
not just him though, is it?
I'm not going to even contest the chain of events. All I'm saying is there is no connection. There is no connection possible because I believe in logic and the laws
Boom.
of the universe. So when you're
I think we need another chest, yeah. Make that double.
miracles and strange things outside
We'll do that.
coincidence, you may as
Well,
well be
can't put
taking
one there.
Fairy in the
What
Easter Bunny,
going on?
because they're equal to me. That it's ludicrous. It's absolutely
Right, sound.
ludicrous.
So then, what we're doing now is, you'll see the vision, and boy is it a vision.
But what you're saying is you're I can't answer that question because I'd have to base my beliefs on some of your premises, which I can't do. It's like you saying, but what if you found out that 2 and 2 equaled 5? I can't. It's a necessary truth that it doesn't. I'd have to go back and fundamentally.
You have so much redstone, I know.
with what I think
I know,
truth
mate, but it's
is.
going to get used.
Genius.
Trust me, it's all going to get used.
You've never been in a situation though where you
Oh, I need to make it a cubey.
weird. Do you know what I mean? Could be something knocking about. Or...
But
That's enlightening,
the
isn't it?
question. I could go into a really rough-looking pub and think this isn't good because it's
No,
based
like
on induction then. Because
I mean, like if you've been to Cornwall on holiday and stayed somewhere. You
Nice.
You know what?
And then glowstone here.
I'm sure someone's died everywhere.
Woohoo! This is going to be sharp.
I mean, you never pick up a vibe of like I've got a mate right who he's living in this big stately home, right? And what it
Why is he living there?
he's paying £100 a month, right? And
It's not going to be enough.
Like he's being a security man.
All right.
But he's not. He doesn't sit out the door without.
God, we need way more. What have I done?
About,
What have I set off to do?
but he bases
We need way more.
in this stately home.
So what is it like
Like a housekeeper, like he's
like
sort
a
of house sitting.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it's massive. It's bigger than Buckingham Palace. This place, right?
So what is
My idea is to line all this.
I think it's some sort of. I think he said something about a viscount or something, right? He said he owns this place. He's living in America. This place.
It's going to light up the side of the path, basically.
And he's worried that people are going to go in there and squat and what have you. So he said to me, mate.
So I need
There was a
way more.
Advert in the paper. You don't know him. Advert in the paper saying, "Do you want a
Let's
load
see
of
what it does, though.
£100 or whatever?" And
But I want them set down, if that makes sense. So sticky pistons are going to raise them up. That's the idea. But what I do want to happen is,
And from outside, you go, "Oh, this is brilliant. It's like something out of, like the Man of
I want these to be too long.
This is impressive."
What's he doing?
It's like it's a wreck.
it's
Right.
just falling apart because they can't afford.
Well, it's just been left. No one's doing any vacuuming up or anything.
Headshot.
Rat poison everywhere.
He's going to kill me.
Like windows are smashed, doors kicked in.
That's a real shame. Why is it? Is it?
I don't think he's doing his job, is he?
Is it because it would cost like millions to do up or
Well,
something?
apparently it'd be like I think they're gonna have it.
Where's he gone?
It's gonna cost like 80 million, right? So anyway,
Weird.
That's a big house.
So we go to the.
Do I want them raised? Do you think I should raise them or not? I'm worried.
Wandering around looking in all these different rooms, right? And I'm asking him, how's it got in this state? Do you know what I mean? If someone's
It
had
couldn't look like this if it were raised.
state,
It'd have to be set back.
it was like a mental home at one point, and it was like a drug thing as well. People who had
I do kind of like the idea, though.
popped them out there 'cause it's in the middle of nowhere.
I've got a crazy idea, and I think I'm going to just go with it. And you're going to have to just be patient to see it.
So
Raise what?
straight away,
I want to raise the lights
hospital when it's been
up a block, when I hit a switch. So it goes, raises all this. And then what I really want to do is,
For the sake of
like, we could start it like that then, so it's not as weird.
And I say, "Oh yeah, what's in this room, right?" And we go in, and all the floors are like wreck and rotten and stuff. And I looked at the wall, and there was like a little piece of paper stuck on the wall, right? And I said, "What's this here?" So I wandered over, right? Got right up close to it.
Is my phone ringing?
Somebody wrote it.
My mum's ringing me.
somebody has wrote it.
Hello?
Hi, look, you alright?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, I'm checking your paper.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it now.
It's gonna hopefully go through on the 17th of Feb.
Oh, okay, man, no worries, yeah, I'll sort it.
Flies this way.
Thank you.
Alright, cheers.
Bye, love.
Thank
Bye.
you, bye.
Right? Which goes to this corner where there's a shelf.
Oh, have I just messed it all up?
3,000
Have I just messed it all up, guys?
condoms stuck
Oh,
on the top.
no. I could have done.
That's weird, isn't it?
That is weird.
That is weird, right? So I'm looking at that, and there's loads of stuff on the floor and that bits of paper. Picked up this bit of paper, right? And it had Like,
The idea is for them to go 2 back.
And it had something like
You know?
need nappies,
But I may have just absolutely.
right? Blankets.
You got to go with what you think,
all
can't you?
this, like, old stuff for, like, and I turned it over, right? And it said,
God, this is going to be effort.
baby dead.
It's going to be worth it, hopefully, though.
Now that's weird, isn't it? Now that's what I'm talking about when you get a bad vibe. You go, that's who's been in here.
So I don't actually understand what point you're trying to make, Carl.
Just because it's who's written that? Who's been in that room? Who's been in that state? And then straight away your mind starts going, oh, I'm getting bad vibes in here.
But Carl, didn't you just tell us that it was once occupied by drug addicts and mentals, to use your word?
Yeah.
So haven't you put 2 and 2 together and thought that?
Yeah, maybe that is better.
That doesn't mean it's paranormal or ghostly. You walk into a building, it's a big, terrifying, empty house. It's
No, you can't. Oh, why ain't there an undo button?
and a little bit spooky in this sort of illustrative sense.
Why ain't there an undo button?
And you know, it's got this sort of, it's bad vibe. It's just based on.
Maybe I don't need to.
Your mate's in charge.
Yeah, that's terrifying. I mean, yeah, so it's like saying, are we scared of the dark? Yes, I understand why people are scared of the dark. I'm a little bit scared of the dark. You're walking along.
Because you don't know what's in it.
Yeah, you don't know what's in the darkness. That's why people get nervous. It doesn't mean you have to make the leap then that you've got
Shit.
Oh my God,
Right.
hang on.
We're going back to what it was.
I have sensed something strange and evil in this room. Wait a minute. There's some flies in a condom. I was right all along.
That is weird.
Flies in a Johnny equals badness.
The flies in the condom was weird.
It's weird. I don't know.
But the note. I just think of his face when he saw that, reading it by torchlight. You must have been terrified.
It's a bit odd, isn't it?
Yes, go.
Thank you very much indeed for listening. If you'd like to get in touch with us, either myself or Ricky, or you've got something to send to Carl, then you can email us at podcast@rickygervais.com.
I'd just like to say thank you to both The Guardian for sponsoring this and Positive Internet for hosting this podcast. Both great. The guys at Positive Internet know exactly what they're doing. They're my kind of people, as is The Guardian.
You weren't contractually obliged to say that, were you? Just saying.
No, it's what I think. Just what I think.
Right. It's just I've not heard you mention either of them before in that way. Just saying.
Oh, you're joking. I both love The Guardian and
What?
Positive Internet. Great guys.
Okay, that's just the way you feel. It's not.
What have I done?
The Ricky Gervais Show.
It's because of this.
Guardian Unlimited.
What? What have I done? Yeah, because that went up like that, didn't it? No, that's right.
Law is order, and good law is good order. A seemingly simple concept, but the realities of making those good laws and enforcing them have troubled society since time immemorial. From community service to capital punishment, everyone has a view on how we protect the innocent and punish the guilty. Is one man's law
It's
another
not
man's
exactly
tyranny?
what I originally did, I don't think, but hey,
Prison work? Should we lock up lawbreakers and throw away the key, or does that fail to
Why
address
not?
the root causes of crime? To discuss these questions and more, I'm joined by Stephen Merchant, award-winning writer.
Whew,
graduate of the
okay.
University of Warwick. Hello. And Carl Pilkington.
No, it should be in line with.
Look at that fucking head.
It needs to be in line with the like that side. How is that side off and that side's not?
Law and order.
I'm not interested in it, to be honest.
What do you mean?
Because I haven't done this bit yet, is it?
Law and order whatsoever. It's not part of my life. That's the problem. You keep picking topics that don't.
Bloody hell. That's why it don't look bloody right.
Well, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this.
You're a man quite obsessed with law and order.
Based on what?
Well, law and order is basically to protect the innocent.
Sitting it
isn't
and then this.
I mean, when we think of law and order, we usually think of crime and punishment, but it's all about protect our person. We have the right to walk the streets without getting mugged. When someone wrongs us, we want justice. It's fundamental. And you do. You were sitting in your old flat in London, phoning me every day.
Bloody hell.
Go downstairs and smack
What a piss take. You know, I replaced all this dirt as well, by the way.
and you could hear it.
Just on top of it, Xplix.
But nothing would have happened if they'd called someone up and said there's people doing noise pollution.
What is that pattern that I can't complete?
There's a law for noise
I think I've
pollution.
sorted it now, though, haven't I?
Seriously, is it? Well, it is.
Got to go up all the way now.
You are concerned with law and order.
No,
You
but
wanted
there's no
your
point.
rights, and you
Quiet,
ended up
quiet.
moving. He's moved
Oh my God!
lovely sunny Hampstead just down the road from us. So you're having a better life.
Yeah,
So
but I shouldn't have to move with some noisy people.
no, you shouldn't. But I'm saying you were
No one
stressed
cares, though.
and you wanted justice, but you couldn't get justice. So you
I don't even want to talk about it, guys.
yeah,
I
right,
hated them
right,
because they didn't care about anyone else. But
exactly.
the police wouldn't get involved. There's other people who live around there who had to put up with it. No one cared.
So what did it feel like every night when you were trying to watch telly, and it's hot and you got the window open, or
Yeah, you could just hear stuff. And you know, it's that thing of you get a lot of tourists in London.
Is that the only thing in here?
Talking. It's not even as if you can
Hold on.
listen into what they're saying and have a view on their opinion because they're foreign. So you can't. Well, yeah, because if you can hear what people are saying, you go, oh, yeah, that's a good
Switch the
point.
telly off.
Oh, you know, there's some sort of...
What a stressful day.
I have to be really
Right, Xplix, let's go see what that damage has done to that kid. What you playing on? Playing on PC, mate.
with someone when they're bullied or you know constantly
PC, buddy.
and no one cares, and when you can't go to the police, you can't go to the police and go,
But with a controller, oh, it's a nightmare. It looks shit again. I just sorted it.
I'm gonna go around there and crack his head in. You'll be the one that.
But isn't it your own fault for living in central London?
Well, not really, because it wasn't always like that. I'd been there years, and then all of a sudden, you know, good fellas turn up. They sat down there making a racket. What can you say to them?
Oh, it's the corner.
They can't hear the phone ringing.
Could I just say that Goodfellas wasn't a pizza joint? He
No.
called the loud people that because he thought they were gangsters.
Right,
They
sure.
did what they wanted and sat outside and.
Yeah.
So, but it's louder. I think it is louder abroad.
That is how it was, isn't it?
Whenever I go away on holiday, I always notice that it's always a couple of decibels higher.
Really?
Always. Like the sound of bird noises and that are louder abroad. Because they're trying to get a nut above the noise of the noisy people.
No, that's not true.
They are. When I was in, where was I? Menorca or something. It was like lying there. If it wasn't a noisy local, it was the people in the next door.
You heard him ranting.
Suddenly collected the bottles from the bottle bank. That's a nice noise.
Bro was casually chilling in the house. I know. We'll have to make him a bedroom, won't we?
Where the villa is. So that was a racket. There was always something.
Well, that's fine to stop
so much
there.
noise.
I
Animals,
don't know what's
creatures.
going on
You
with
can't-
that
you can't
side.
escape. It's the one thing you can't escape. Noise. Your ears never turn off.
No.
They're always there.
But I've told you before, wear earplugs if you have to.
I don't like
But
it.
he doesn't like. He says he can hear the sound of his own art.
Well, there's no sound. Like your eyes, you can close them. My eyes close all the time, and if I don't like the look of something,
Yeah.
no, but
Yeah.
if I don't like the look of something, they close before even I've thought about if I want to see it or not.
What do you
They're
think?
ahead.
What do you think exactly?
I just mean if I see something
Nice.
on the telly or like one of those casual
Nice.
programs or something,
Yeah.
Nice.
it's like my eyes know that I'm not going to like the look of it.
Oh, no, not that
They
one.
close
No.
quicker. My ears, they seem to be interested in everything, even though I'm not.
What I mean is, you can't close your ears.
Yeah,
you
that's
can't.
what I'm saying.
Exactly. Yeah. You can't. You can never.
So that's
no,
why
I like the idea that your eyes are closing when you were. Oh, I was watching that.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
What's that about? What's going on
Close
there?
something that you're going. That
No,
you want
they-
Yeah, it's because of that, innit?
Your eyes are.
Let's get a shovel. Let's get a shovel. We're far from done.
Turn away 'cause you don't like seeing something.
We're getting there, though. The house is lovely.
Then you'll go,
The house is great.
and your eyes going, you don't want to know. You-
Shitting myself every time I go in now.
Saying anyway,
Lovely pair of tits here. Oh,
I just mean noise pollution. It's the one thing you can't escape.
It's
What we're doing?
so far is that
Shovel.
These things happen to you, and you feel wronged, but you either want to close your eyes and ears so you can't tell it's happening, but it's carrying on, or move away from it so you're not a victim anymore, but it's carrying on. But the thing about law and
Lovely.
order is, you
Get
don't
our
have
way,
to take
everyone.
it. You don't have to walk away. You can do something about it. You can combat being wronged, and I suppose we associate that with justice. It's not just punishment or retribution, it's justice. You want to know that you're valued.
You know, this is a big issue, isn't it, Rick? Is one life more important than another? If you've transgressed in a terrible way, you've
Okay.
been raped, whatever, and
Get out way.
so I'm going to put you to death because you do not belong in this society. You are too transgressive. What's to stop me? Why is that wrong? Why is that a morally wrong thing to do?
Well,
Carl?
this is an interesting argument, isn't it? Whether capital punishment. Now, I don't agree with execution. State execution of someone, whatever they've done, for many reasons. But the main one is, I don't think you can have a state that shows that sort of violence against an individual, whatever they've done, and expect people to accept the very code and morality of treating people equally and not showing violence towards them.
Carl, where do you stand on the tricky issue of capital punishment? You've given it some serious thought, I imagine.
So what you asking me? Like, should he be on death row?
Well, should
Oh,
someone?
there's one more on there. 1, 2,
Send him to
3.
his death in the electric chair.
You could do that though, couldn't you? That don't mess that up.
Yeah.
You have to do it all the way around. You have to do it like that.
Least considered.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw a little bit of flicker behind the eyes. I don't know what. Well, just take us through the mental process that you arrived at the yes with there. So you've been. I remember because there was a
Is it,
brief
innit?
gap there.
I just was thinking, it's not a nice job if you work in there and you've got to flick the switch.
Right.
But I was wondering if it's possible to just do it so it's linked up to someone's switch
What do you mean?
when they put the lights on or something. So it's like tonight when the sun goes down and people start putting the lights on in their house, it could happen. But we don't know what household. They might be away on
Shouldn't have done
holiday,
that.
so you might get an extra 2 weeks. But at least that way, because for me, the worst.
You should say that.
This is not the question I asked was whether we were talking about the morality of whether you put someone to death.
But he was thinking
He
about
was thinking about literally the practicality of flipping the switch.
Well, no, I think that aren't you talking about the integrity of the person
'Kay.
who knows or knows not?
We've got
Put
this.
someone to death, like a firing squad. Like
Explix, you're a legend for
like
being here, mate.
World
Top
War
guy.
One,
What a
they
legend.
had 6 riflemen, but
On the way
5
to
were
bullet.
blanks, and one
Right.
had and no one knew.
If they were the person that killed them.
Yeah.
So, but my point is, you do agree that someone should be put to death for a terrible crime, do you?
You've got to have something there to stop them people who don't care, haven't you? Nature's done it in a way with bees. They've gone, we'll give you a weapon, but if you use it, you die. And that's like the bee.
Well,
so
yeah.
they're worried they're going to go,
But
I'm
that's
not
what
going to do it.
we do, weren't we? We have people saying, one,
What
you
was
can't
that?
do that. That's step 1. Here's the law. Don't
Yeah,
do
but
it.
there's a lot of people who go, I'm not bothered about the law. I'm not bothered about annoying people.
Yeah.
My
that's
dog's
what-
dreaming
At
next
the
to
end
me.
of the scale, you've got the chair, and you stick the wires on their head, and we'll fry your head. And they go, oh God, I don't want that.
That doesn't always work, does it? With being put to death, because as a deterrent, most of the crimes aren't just crimes of gain. With that, some of them are
Ooh.
crimes of passion, where a deterrent.
Where the hell has he come
you
from
see
then?
red and you go crazy and you're angry and you kill someone. I think a lot of those crimes, the deterrent isn't relevant. You know, things like armed robbery maybe, where it's a risk. What can I get versus what my crime? Maybe then it might be a deterrent. But then, of course, if you start to get a capital punishment for crimes that aren't murdering someone, then that thing brings in you might as well murder them, because then you've got more chance of getting away with it. So it's very delicate what you make people be killed for.
You made an interesting and reasoned argument there, Rick. I'm looking forward to hearing the riposte.
Right. When I was younger, I used to nick Mars bars.
Okay.
Right. Now, I did that then, and I knew that even if I get caught,
What's
that's
up?
the worst that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to prison over that. But it was worth nicking because the Mars bar, they were like 45 pence.
Sure.
When you're a kid, you can get a lot of chewing nuts for that.
Chewing
I
nuts.
don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they like caramel covered in chocolate. Last ages. Quite hard.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you suck the chocolate off and then you got to chew them until they're. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Now, I could afford them at 10 pence a bag. They'd last me sort of a morning. A Mars bar was a proper treat.
We've got this.
There's a lot going on in there. A lot of
Yeah.
chocolate, a lot of caramel.
Yeah.
Like I say, 45 pence.
Yeah.
So, to
So
me...
that was like an advert that went wrong just at the end. They started off good. They go, this fly's good. He's you go there. Mars bar, there's a lot in it. It's like, oh, good, keep going. Yeah, it's got caramel. It's like, yeah. But it's 45 pence, which is too fucking much. So fucking nick it, you got.
But when I was younger, that was worth a risk. Because I knew...
Ooh,
I was gonna
fucking
spend
hell, chill out, mate.
£10
Yeah,
for free.
You weren't going to get the electric
And I
chair.
wasn't going to get done. So the stakes.
At least that's symmetrical now.
risk were low.
Sorted that out.
No, wait. You mean the stakes were high, the risk were low?
I think he's just trying to sound cool.
The stakes weren't high. The stakes are what can happen to you, and the risk. The stakes and the risk are the same. The risk is the stake, okay? Yeah, unless you're buying meat from a butcher's, then the stakes are high and the risk is low. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but what you meant was
It was
the
worth
gain
a
was
risk.
high.
The game was high.
Yeah.
The game was high.
Yeah, the risk was low.
Yeah.
But no, it wasn't, was it? Because 45p isn't a lot unless you're
It
a
is
kid.
when you're a kid.
It is when you're a kid.
Because I was getting
but then
50
surely
pence.
getting caught for nicking a Mars bar is higher when you're a kid.
No, it's not. Look, you see, most of the time, I didn't want to say which shop it was that I nicked it from, but it's where I did my paper round. Now the thing is,
So he's nicking from
Oh,
but listen, I used to wake him up.
that
I helped
is
him run.
terrible.
No, because I.
Emacs,
Terrible.
welcome.
This is awful.
That
Go
is-
on, hang on. I
that
want to
is
hear.
really
No, I want to hear him
bad.
rationalise his
Because that
terrible
sweet
crime.
old man who used to give.
It's not an old man. I used to go around and
Sweet
wake
little
him
old
up.
man.
Right, he hated running that place.
Right.
If anything, I'd say I was his best asset.
Well, not really.
Yeah,
Because I
You
don't know
were
what.
nicking from him. You were
Yeah,
thieving from him.
I don't
Figure
know
out
how much he
business.
made on papers, but he'd probably go 45p profit. Hold on.
they got their papers really early because I got up early.
Yeah.
I used to go round to the
Well,
shop
no,
at
Mars a
4:30.
day helps you work, rest, and steal.
So I used to go round there, wake him up. He'd be like, "What are you doing round here so early?"
Don't know, I'm just hungry. What?
Yes.
I'm just hungry for work.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. A little bit of a delay in the important renovations, but listen, we've sorted it, and we'll be glad we've sorted it. We do it properly first time, so we don't have to do it again.
I've been betrayed so many times. That's why my lovely wife's no longer with me. You know, she ran off with Ken.
Yeah, but I mean, at least I've got a friend.
At least I've got one young
you turn
friend.
up early, you're...
Okay,
brilliant.
let's just do this for argument's sake, so it looks good.
Yeah, I know it's not you, because I trust you implicitly. And by the way, Carl, why don't you take a Mars bar for free? Oh, thanks.
Well, that never happened.
Right.
So I'm getting 50 pence a day for delivering papers, but I needed the energy.
Right.
Now, if I spent my 50p on a Mars bar,
Okay,
5p profit a day.
it's just
that was
this
it.
bit, and then we're done.
So help yourself. I knew I was doing a good job for him.
No, so help yourself.
I'm gonna go to bed because I don't trust it. If a creeper comes now, I've shafted it. But yeah, that looks a lot better. I just need to get. I think I need to get rid of that tree.
Where
Yeah.
do you stop? If you worked in a nuclear power plant, well, they're not paying me much. Have a little bit of uranium.
A lovely little bit of uranium.
Yeah.
That's a strange enough. Some left straight from a bloke nicking stuff from work. He works in a power plant. He's having himself a bit of uranium.
You know, Mars a day and all that, and that's for energy, and so's uranium. But more energy than a Mars bar. I never nicked because I couldn't bear the shame. Even as a kid, I knew that was shameful. I want a clear conscience. I want to go to bed and sleep at night. And I do, Carl. I haven't got restless leg syndrome or people shouting out my window. So I sleep at night because I've got a clear conscience. And that, to me, is what
Legend.
guides me.
Well, it's like when I first moved to London and I was travelling, when I was living in Oval, I was travelling across London all the way to Shepherd's Bush every day. That's a big, long, 45-minute, hour-long journey. And there were not barriers at either end in those days. So I could get on the tube at one end and get off the other end and no one ever checked my ticket. And I was buying tickets every day for months and months and months, and it was starting to seem to me weird. It's like, well, no one's ever checking this. So, of course, you know, got a little bit lazy. Maybe I stopped buying tickets occasionally, taking the trip back and forth, boom, 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 and then for maybe a month, travelled without a ticket. And then I was coming up, kind of got a bit blasé, obviously, coming up in Oval Station, someone steps up and says, "Excuse me, can I see your ticket?" And that's terrible because when you're in your mid-20s, it's not like a kid anymore.
no.
I mean, you are an adult. You've made a reasoned decision there. You can't plead ignorance. So I said, I'm sorry. Yeah, let me see your ticket, please? I went, yeah.
Should we get rid of the tree?
And I was looking through because for some reason I used to keep a lot of old tickets. And I was looking through, pretending to look for my ticket. I went, I don't know what's happened to it, but I did actually. I bought one at Shepherd's Bush. And they went, okay, if we phone up Shepherd's Bush and there's no evidence of you buying a ticket, you can go to prison. I'm going to ask you again, have you got a ticket? No.
Oh.
It was unbelievable.
Being told off
People
is
stood-
worse. It's worse.
Well,
Isn't
it's
it?
because there's people walking by, and I'm being told off by a woman who is at least a foot and a half shorter than me, wearing a uniform. And it was so embarrassing. It was so cripplingly embarrassing.
Yeah.
And I asked you again, have you got a ticket? No, I haven't. No. So you lied? Yes, I did, yeah. Okay, we're going to have to take your details. But honestly, being told, and that's it, there's the shame. Maybe it's a good bit of upbringing, unlike Carl, obviously, who's a man who's got no guilty conscience at all about the whole Mars bar incident. But whereas you and I, Rick, have raised obviously by better parents, and we are, it's been drummed into us, you know.
How much was that train journey?
Is, we feel that guilt, and that's maybe one of the reasons why we don't transgress. Like, and this is an interesting, we were talking earlier about the murder thing. Well, of course, there's that sort of idea which has often been used in films. In a godless universe, and if you do not feel guilt, what's to prevent you from committing a murder? If you can get away with it, if you could commit a murder, let's say you wanted to, and you could get away with it, and there is no one to judge you.
Pretty good.
Universe, and you can live with the guilt. What's to stop you doing it?
Well, I'd just like to say now, it is a godless universe. As an atheist, there is no God, and I'm a good person. Not because I'm going to get rewarded for it in heaven, because that's the way I want to live my life in a society that treats people like that. So a lot of the laws of the land, not just in country, in many countries, are from the Bible. I mean, that kicked it off. I mean, there was laws before, obviously, and there were different gods before this one was invented. But let's have a look at the Ten Commandments. I think that lays down most of the. A lot of them are good rules of thumb. We've got to go along with them. They certainly didn't invent those rules of thumb. I think that mankind were adhering to most of them before it was handed down. So let's have a look at them. There's a website here.
Yes, this is gonna look so sick. Xplix, you don't understand it, but thanks for sticking with the vision.
Maybe I shouldn't say his name. I mean, he's put it up there for public, but I don't want to embarrass him. He says, brethren and sistren.
What?
Yeah, so
Never heard that before.
I've learned a word.
Yeah.
Brothers and sisters.
Could have said that, but he's not.
Yeah, he could have said people.
Could have said people, could have said folks, say folks.
It has come to my attention that not only are many of our members unable to correctly recite all the Ten Commandments, it's probably a big problem. I don't know, he goes around testing them going, number 3, get out. Go and learn it. But those who can remember, even a few,
I like it.
invariably get the secret.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, well it is. He says, let me set the record straight. The commandments do not come in a random sequence, with the exception of 7th commandment, an obvious anomaly.
Why?
Well, he reckons that thou shalt not commit adultery at number 7 should really be 6th in terms of severity. Let me explain. The commandments appear in order of severity.
Right.
The higher punishment, the closer.
You see the vision. Thank you.
I hope this handy
Just wait till we get these lights in.
the
I
intrinsic
can't believe we've got to go back to Nether. It's sending me west.
to all. So this is it. He's laid it out. Commandment number 1: thou shalt have no other gods before me. Okay. Alert level severe. Punishment genocide.
Whoa.
Entire cities with men, women, children, and animals must be killed. So that's a lovely, nice Christian view there. So if you worship another god before the right God. He doesn't name him by name. He just uses the term God.
Sure.
But there's only one according to this
Genocide.
Yeah. Anyone who worships another god, genocide. Entire cities with men, women, children, and animals must be killed. I don't know what the animals have ever done, but yeah. Okay. So that's number 1. That's the most severe. Worshipping the wrong god.
Sure.
Okay. Number 2. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
Okay, no graven images.
That's, I assume, so druids, devil worshippers, anything like that, isn't it?
Well, I think it's also just, I suppose it's kind of images that mock or degrade the Almighty.
Okay.
Okay, you do see the vision. I know, you're gifted like me.
His favourite there, genocide. Entire cities with men, women, children, and animals must be killed.
What worries me is we're a couple of smart guys and we're not entirely sure what that commandment means.
What I need is...
But we could accidentally...
Yeah.
Basically.
3. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain.
Okay.
Okay. I assume God made these, did he? He's used the first 3 talking about himself here. Alert level high. Capital punishment.
Capital punishment, so not genocide, thank God.
No, you're just going to be...
God.
Yeah, you're just going to be put to death there, not all your friends and family and dogs.
Sure.
Okay.
Leave the budgie? No.
Don't worry, you'll see.
4. Remember the Sabbath day. Keep it holy. High.
So alert level high.
High, yeah. Capital punishment. Death.
Capital punishment again.
Yeah,
You forget the.
Oh no.
What makes me laugh is that sometimes you can be walking along and you go, all right, all right, I'm just going to I keep thinking it's Monday. You what? You forgot it's Sunday? No, I just thought, death. Number 5. Honour thy father and thy mother.
What was that? It's that zombie pig man knocking about in it.
Capital punishment.
Lot of death
Again.
at the moment.
So strict.
Yeah. We haven't even got to thou shalt not kill yet, and yet he's killed everyone so far.
Wow, jeez.
Now 7, he's put at number 6 here. He's put them out of order 6 and 7 because he thinks this is higher. Thou shalt not commit adultery. High. Capital punishment.
Capital punishment again.
Now the fellow who did this website,
Ooh.
he's put thou shalt not commit adultery above thou shalt not kill. God had it the other way around. God had thou shalt not kill, but this fella,
Yeah.
his wife played away.
Yeah, boy.
So he went, right, I'm putting them in a different order because before.
What do we need for pistons now, though? This could be a mood killer.
Kill, alert level elevated, capital punishment in some cases. So if you murder someone, you can sometimes be killed. If
Okay,
you commit adultery,
it's fine.
Always get killed. So I think he's made that he can have his wife
Iron.
put to death, right? Or he could kill her, but maybe get off with it.
Iron
That's why he's
redstone.
done that.
Sound.
Number 8, thou shalt not steal, guarded, excessive fines. Only in rare cases cut with the punishment.
Oh, just excessive fines.
Yeah, excessive. Number 9, thou shalt not bear fault with
Animal remains. Oh.
so basically lying, low. Despisement and scorn.
Is that the punishment?
Yeah, for lying. Yeah, despisement and scorn.
Despisement and scorn.
Yeah. Thou shalt not.
Got itchy schnoz. Hold on.
Don't try and get stuff, don't be jealous and stuff and try and
Punishment?
get it. Despisement and scorn.
Despisement and scorn, sure.
I'm just gonna go down these, see which ones I commit. Thou shalt have no other god. I don't have any god, so I haven't broken that one. 2, craven images. No, I don't have any craven. I don't accept there's a god. 3, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord. Again, I don't take his name in vain because I don't believe he exists, so I'm fine there.
Cool. Right, here we go.
I know I've got a calendar and everything, so I haven't done it now. Honour thy father, yeah, I do that. Never commit adultery.
Right, what we doing? Pistons.
Don't steal. I don't lie, and I don't covet. So I am an amazing Christian.
Run out of wood.
You're a pretty clean living guy.
Wow, there you go.
Well,
I've got any wood. I hate getting wood.
What's your review?
I still,
Such a drag.
still open like post. That isn't for me.
I'm just going to see that's on there. That's opening other people's post, alert level, low, punishment, embarrassment. You have to walk along with your trousers around your ankle, saying I'm a div.
Why do you open other people's mail?
But it's just a fella called Bruce who he's the bloke who used to own the.
And then it's what sticky pistons we need.
I don't know, I started off and I thought, oh, should I pass it on? You know, because when people move, it's a lot of messing about tracking down where they've gone. So I thought, should I just leave them for a bit? And I collected some for a bit. And then there was one that sort of said, this is important on the front of it.
Okay.
How important is it? So I opened it.
What was it? Was it important?
Am I going to be able to do this?
What did they say?
Thou shalt not kill, not yet. Kill everyone. I know.
Can you come in for a little test?
You know what I'm worried about? Will it
I just kind of thought, oh, I'll start opening it, having a look. And it was
power up the sticky piston as well as
because, do you know like how you get
the light?
yourself?
No, but go on.
Well,
I'm intrigued.
Of course.
No, you can just have days where you're like,
I
what
wish
is
I was
going
Brad
on?
Pitt, yeah.
Well, you know, and
Bruce Willis in your case,
well,
isn't it?
well,
Oh no, we need to
so I
we need to go to
checked
bed.
and see what, you
I'm
know,
not getting caught out here.
would I be
I'm
out?
not getting caught out with all my lanterns down and that.
You never know.
Get bollocksed. Let's
if
get
you
to
don't
bed.
Feel well because they can't put you in someone else's body.
It's really funny, Xplex. If you ever want to listen to this in your free time, it's XFM. Ricky Gervais, XFM. And there's hours and hours of this.
Exactly.
So I
It's
thought,
hilarious.
would I enjoy being Bruce more?
Sure.
And what have you gleaned from Bruce? He's got a tattoo. We know that.
Shoveling it.
There wasn't that much. It was mainly busy at
Shovel,
Christmas.
shovel,
Got
shovel,
Christmas
shovel,
cards,
shovel.
which were good 'cause I didn't
Yeah.
get that
Oh
many.
yeah. He's
So you
turning-
just
Shouldn't use that really, but.
You put up these Christmas cards.
What, you had Christmas cards hanging in your flat?
And then we need another channel for Redstone, don't we?
That's
Well, hang on a
crazy.
minute, because when you put them on your, you know, your mantelpiece or your shelf or whatever. You're not looking at them every day. It's just a picture of Father Christmas. It doesn't matter who
So
it's
that's-
to or from.
But why have them up at all?
Well, why not just buy some
Make it a bit Christmassy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wrong way.
Use them
There's
every
no
year.
point. I have to. Bruce has got a lot of friends.
I need to put something down, don't I?
Right? Because the bloke downstairs, because I used to always collect the stuff for Bruce, I got talking to a bloke who's in the same block.
What?
Like, he used to see me picking stuff up for Bruce. He'd always say, you know, all right, Bruce.
No!
You've never told him that you're not Bruce.
Well, no point.
In the pub I used to drink in, the landlord got it into his head that I was Steve, right? And
You don't mean me.
No,
just mean called
exactly.
Steve.
Yeah, no. This is before I met.
I get them back, don't I?
25 years.
Yeah,
ago.
fucking hell.
And he called me Steve, and it got to the point I couldn't correct him
Yeah.
because it would have been embarrassing for him. And so after about 2 years,
Gonna have to do that all the way down.
we were playing cards,
Bastards.
and someone said Ricky, and he went, "Who's Ricky?" And I went, "Ricky," and I just went red. He went, "What do you mean, Ricky?" I went, "Yeah, that's my name." He went, he said, "What do you mean, fucking Ricky?" I went, "Ricky," and I looked at him. "What do you mean?" "Steve." I went, "No, it's not Steve." He said, "Well, I've been calling you Steve for 2 years." I went, "Have you?" I've never heard him call me Steve. Oh, this guy, right? He
Have you?
What happened? What was the fallout from it?
he's just sort of like he was a bit confused,
Yeah.
and then I think he still called me Steve for a little while, but sometimes it was Ricky, sometimes it was Steve. It was fine, right? But this guy, right? He was a bank robber. Okay, yeah, he'd done 17 years in all.
In prison?
In prison, yeah. And I was a bit scared of him. I'm fascinated. He was fine. He was done now. He'd gone straight, totally straight, and he was running this pub. And
Is this gonna work? Guys, do we have faith?
He did it with 4 people.
My God, it's right where we needed it to be.
They held it time, and he said, "But you wouldn't recognise them now." He said they are the most respectable people you'd ever seen. He said, "Yeah, they're just lovely businessmen, height of sophistication." Now, said you'd never guess, right? And then one day he came over to me. It was a busy pub. He went, "Rick, Steve." He said, "You know those geezers I did the crime with, the other 3?" Well, yeah, he said, "They are in the pub here now. See if you can guess who they are." I said, "You'll never guess who they are." I looked around. I saw 3 blokes in sheepskin coats with tinted hair, gold sovereigns, and gold necklaces. And I went, "No, oh," he went, "those 3. I went, "You are joking. You are fucking joking." That was his idea of total sophistication. They had tinted beards, but they looked like fat Bee Gees covered in gold and sheepskin. It was unbelievable. I went, "Oh, that is a surprise. That is a surprise." I thought they were barristers. Oh, unbelievable.
I was always terrified of being mugged when I first moved to London. And you remember, Rick, I had a wallet with all my stuff in, and then I took to carrying a fake wallet, okay, which I had some sort of old library cards and DVD cards, you know, video shop cards and stuff, and like I put a £5 in there, you know. And
Yeah?
I got really anxious because I thought, what if I hand over my fake wallet, and he goes, "Well, it's a fake wallet." Okay, then I got to hand over the real wallet, but maybe also...
Need one there as well, though, really, don't I?
Angry. So then I took to carrying a second fake wallet. So I spent about 2 months carrying 3 wallets around, 2 of which were fake, right? And then, do you know the reason I stopped? Because I thought, what if I give him both fake wallets? I give him one fake wallet, he opens it, he goes, "Well, this is a fake wallet." I give him the second fake wallet. Now he's going to be twice as angry as he would have been if he only had the one fake wallet. And then I was thinking...
So now we need a space for alt wiring, then.
And then he just starts using the library cards and the video cards, you know, and you can run up a huge...
Yeah, we need to channel some more stuff out, don't we?
The same thing as you were not giving the money.
Yeah, I don't believe you'd ever put a £5 in the fake wallet. You wouldn't be willing to. Yeah. I had a run-in with crime. I was ripped off in a big sting operation a few years ago. I was at home.
And we're going to get this to work.
And the phone went, and it was my bank.
Yeah.
And I went, "Is that Mr. Gervais?" I went, "Yeah." He went, "Have you recently bought £200,000 worth of gold bullion?" And I went, "Jane, have we bought 200? What? Have we bought £200,000 of gold bullion?" "No, of course not." I went, "No." "Oh, well, someone's taken that money out of your bank account, fortunately, and they've purchased gold." And I went, "Right, okay." They went, "We'd like your permission to get the CID involved. I went, well, yeah. I said, of course. I said, but hold on, you know it wasn't me then. So do I get the money back? And they went, yeah, all the money will be put back into your bank.
How can you do it?
I said, yeah. I basically went, yeah, fill your boots. And they went, and can you come down? I went, oh, yeah. So I arranged the time. I went down to the bank. There was the CID there waiting. And what it turned out was sort of an inside job. Someone who did some sort of random...
We've just got to test what actually triggers this before we get started, because I'm in unknown territory here, so...
I spoke to, that Ricky Gervais.
Right.
And someone overheard. They were involved. They'd got a payoff from Mr. Big somewhere. It was out of the country. And
But isn't there more? I mean, you can't just, even if you work in a bank, you can't just walk off with cash, can you? There must have been a more elaborate.
Yeah, they did a transaction, didn't they? They okayed the transaction like it was me for these people. And
But it don't light it up.
bought gold with it. And now all they have to do is go and collect the gold. Now this is the tricky bit. So what they don't know is now the bank.
So
knows
can this run?
It's not me collecting it.
Right.
So whoever turns up for the gold, they said they'll probably just be. They might even be innocent couriers.
Yes.
But then we get the go-betweens or whatever.
And where is gold bullion kept?
I don't know.
It's just.
I suppose you go and get it from a vault somewhere and take it away and take delivery of it. I don't know if it literally changes hands or not. So
How come it went on?
my passport. So they got the people. So it was going to go to court. Okay, I didn't have to go to court, but I had to have a meeting with the CID for all the details and take the that it wasn't me and all that.
Yeah.
So the funny thing was, I'm there with the CID man, and I said, well,
So it needs to be on something.
I think they were going to get away with it. And they said, well, they turn up with a fake passport of yours, show the ID, and I walk away. I went, right, okay. And they said they get a passport.
That's weird.
Either a dead man, or they steal one.
Is it because
and
it's
they
too
put
far
the
away?
details in your picture.
No,
And
because
the
that one didn't
CID
work,
man
did it?
Started smirking. Right, I went, what? He said, well, the picture they used was this one, and he showed me this fake passport. And I tell you what, I was laughing. Then he started chuckling, and we laughed for about 10 minutes because all they did was they cut out the picture on the first.
Oh, we've cut off more than we can chew here, haven't we?
Of David Brent sitting behind the desk with that little smug look on his face. That's my passport and this thing. So I mean, they might have got caught anyway.
Yeah, it's nice to know that even such elaborate operations as this, it still comes down to just idiocy, criminal incompetence.
Who was left in charge of getting a photo? I mean, they go, Dave, you're doing so and so.
Do I need the repeaters?
On the inside, Bertie.
Explics. Do I need the repeaters?
You can get a photograph of Ricky Gervais, can you?
Yes. Yeah.
Right, okay. What are you going to HMV for? What are you going to HMV for?
I knew we shouldn't have recruited someone who looks exactly like Bernard Bresslaw. It's unnerved me.
Carl, you've been conned.
There's always someone doing well out of me. There's always someone if they're a little bit short, we'll go around to.
Is it because it needs to run a bit wider out?
Sometimes I call him up and he goes, right, the washing machine's broken, they came round, they've done this, right, they couldn't fix it, but they had to call it, charged 90 quid. I called the bank and said, no, they can't do that. Turns out they can't do it. It's like a string of things where it looks like Carl's handing up money, like the end of a comic book. He goes, that's for the broken window, and there's for my sausages. It's like a queue of people just taking money off Carl.
I don't know, they're normally alright if I'm face to face with them.
Really?
Yeah, if I can.
What?
If I can go in a place, but a lot of stuff now is done on the phone.
Yeah.
It's all phone, isn't it? Because it's all over the world where you're speaking to these people.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone the other day about the alarm system, right, in the flat. Called them up. Thought, it'd be good to.
Okay, let's try the repeaters then.
Have an alarm system. I haven't had one for years.
I want.
Might as well use it. It's there. So.
Is that right?
And said, yeah, there's an alarm system.
Okay, let's get us around this.
Want to get it going again. What's the situation? So they took a load of details and stuff, and they said, right, what you have to do, it's 400 quid a year. So what? So 400 quid a year. So what's that?
Redstone repeater.
The alarm goes off. We can guarantee that a couple will be there.
How come I've got Smoothstone?
So I don't want that. I'm just happy with the alarm just going off. I'll give the keys to the neighbour. No, you can't do that. You've got to have this way. I said, 400. I said, I thought alarms are meant to stop you being robbed. Did you what, sir? Don't understand sarcasm when you're talking to them people.
Yeah, just to get out your system, when you know you've been conned, you just laugh in the face of adversity. I remember it was a couple of days before Christmas, I was going away but I had a dripping tap and it started dripping more. So there was nothing I could do. The maintenance people were away, the caretakers were. I couldn't get in, and so I called out an emergency plumber. I knew this was going to cost, but bloke came round.
Why won't that power through it then?
He made you look smart. He was like one of those kids who looked like a lumpy child. He was probably 20, but he just looked like, you know what I mean? They'd scaled up a sort of 13-year-old big-faced lad, right? And he came in, and he didn't know how to stop it. He couldn't unscrew it. He went, I don't know what to do. I called my brother. He's there. Just I said,
So it can go straight into it.
He said you could crush the pipe and then get it cut and fixed when you go. I said, great idea. So I said to the plumber, I said, can we crush the pipe? Oh yeah, I'll go and get a tool. We went down the van, came up with this thing like a fat sort of little pair of pliers. He wasn't strong enough. So I went, I had to go. I said, well, how we both do it? So we both put our hands on it, and we managed to crush the pipe, flatten the pipe, cut it off. He put a little thing on the end of it so it wouldn't leak. Right?
Okay.
I went, great. I said, how much is that? He went, 180 quid. So I went, right, okay. So I wrote him out a cheque for 180 quid, and I thought I'll have a little bit of something.
Nice.
So it wasn't his idea. I helped him do it. I went, how much was that tool? He went, about £5. I went, that's paid for itself, isn't it? Silence. He went, yep, just nothing. Tough crowd, right?
Okay.
So I signed the cheque. Right? He went, oh, he said, I forgot to charge you for the little washer on the end. I went, how much is that? He went, £2.50. I went, can I give you that in cash? He went, yeah. I went, there you go.
We're going to have to do that then, all the way down.
And there's the £180. And he went, and that was it. I didn't even get a little chuckle. He didn't even think, he should have gone, well, let's split that, because we both did that. Yeah, that's 90 quid each. I go, okay.
It's going to be good.
Cheers. Here's a Christmas bonus. I have a fascinating tale to tell you, Carl. I think you'll be intrigued. When I do junkets for films in America or Toronto Film Festival, I was assigned a security, and I've had security before. I often have security. They just sort of get you in and out of the car, and usually just to control sort of autograph hunters and things. But this time I was given a security.
Yes.
In a suit. He looks about 30. He looked quite unassuming. I thought he was from just a security firm, and there was a couple of them. And first of all, they were talking to each other, and I thought, wow, the stakes are higher here. I don't know. I don't know why. And they drove us to the hotel, and there was loads of people.
All right.
I mean, much bigger stars than me. You know, there was Ed Norton and George Clooney, and they were going in and out. And
Yeah, man.
we can go past these. And he called ahead, and he knew everyone. He just
Forgot any food?
And we went down in the car park. We were met by another security guard in the hotel that let us go past everyone. I mean, Clooney's having to queue up and sign. And I'm thinking, this is weird. And I was feeling a bit guilty because I was there to promote the film. And I'm thinking, this security guard's so good, I'm never going to ever have to pump into anyone. It was amazing. And then the next day, and he took us to the junket and back, and he put us on the thing. And then it turned out that he was actually LAPD, who was doing this.
Bastards.
Because he earned more money. And then I found out he had a gun, so I can't come in the airport.
Damn it! That's going to sting in morning.
So I've got a security who's an APD who's armed, and I'm fascinated. Now I'm fascinated. This man is walking around with me with a little earpiece, talking to everyone. He seems to know everyone, and he's got a gun. I think this is amazing. Then one
I need something to eat.
he dropped me off at the hotel, and he said, I've actually been called. I've got to go on a mission. They need my help. I said, really, what is it? He said, it's a hostage situation. He said, and I'm also SWAT. So now this is amazing. He's now officially the coolest man I've ever met in my life.
What?
So he goes on.
No scram.
I'm worried about him. I was talking to Jane. I was thinking, wow, he does this. He gets this extra cash. He's risking his life, and now he's going to a hostage situation. And I was thinking, oh God, it's just a silent hero. So next day he goes, how was it? He said, I was fine. He said, I just turned up. He said, I had to do it in my suit. He said,
Come on, another cow.
What? So now he's an armed security guard who's an LAPD, who's special SWAT, and he's one of 9 negotiators in LA. We're in LA now. We'd come from Toronto, went via New York and LA. So I went, oh my God. And
I'm gonna shit myself.
For 2 hours.
And that explains the smell.
So someone runs in with a hostage. This guy was just a kid.
Another cow.
Who was 19. He'd done a robbery. He'd panicked and he'd run away. The police trapped him. He ran in and he took his kid with him. It was just a 3-year-old kid. Okay. That often happens. Most hostages that people take are their family because it's all they've got.
Come on.
And they go, I'm going to kill my wife or my
Let's
kid.
get some cooked, and then we're having a little intermission
They need
while I get a coffee, and then we're finishing this redstone bollocks.
Like, you didn't mean this to happen, did you? They went, no, I just did. He said it got out of hand. It just got out of hand, and he has to let them trust him because they've got a hatred for the police. Of course, they don't trust the police. And
Look at this land; it's going to be so good. Trust me.
Is call the phone company and say, what's the number of this address? He goes, change it by 1 digit. So now only he can call that number, because of course you can't have an engaged signal. If they haven't got a phone, they have to throw a phone through a window. So they've got to have contact with this guy.
Okay. And then we'll get back. Yeah, I already have.
What happens if
Have you?
this guy says,
Sick in
you're
it.
never going to get me out. I'm going to kill all the hostages. He
Oh,
said,
I don't have any fuel.
then my sole purpose is to get him to stand near a window. And I went, wow. Now apparently, there's a police marksman ready, of course, if they think
Right, guys.
lost him.
I'm not going to leave you high and dry though, because Xplix, while the intermission's going on, you get to pick which disc we play.
And it
What would
takes
you like?
them, so there's no reflex. And I'm just being
Hold on.
absolutely
I'm too desperate, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go.
What do you think
Back
that
to-
now is a job?
Keep an eye on me,
It's
Xplix.
amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, and once you've done one, though, it's like any job, isn't it, I suppose?
Yeah.
Once you've done one.
Yeah,
Not
boring,
impressed?
boring.
No, it's good.
Could you
and,
do it? Do you reckon you could do it? Do you reckon you could negotiate someone out of a hostage situation?
Well, I
With your
think in one of
dulcet
them
tones?
things, there's nothing you can do. It's like, it doesn't matter if it goes wrong, because
Well, it
you did
does.
your bit. No, it's like being a vet, isn't it?
Not really. Not really, because that's a ridiculous thing
No,
to
it's
say.
nothing like being like a vet.
No, it is. What I mean is, you're expected to
No,
make
no.
the little kitten live.
No, there's loads of it. Because I was saying, so he says, I need a car by 5 o'clock. Oh, I'm going to kill someone. He then makes sure that he doesn't kill anyone, but he makes sure that car doesn't come till 5:15. Even if it's there, he keeps going, it's on its way, because then the hostage knows that he's not in control, really. Even if it's as easy as saying, I want my wife here, and he can get her there at 5, he makes sure she doesn't turn up till 5:20.
Yeah.
It's just little things like that that's just absolutely fascinating. The psychology of it is just amazing.
But he's not bothered, is he? If
He
it's
is
15
bothered.
minutes late.
He is, because he really takes a bit, he empathises with these guys, and he says, no, you've got to understand.
No,
He
but the
says,
fella in the house with the gun,
yeah.
he's not going anywhere. 15 minutes either side doesn't matter. Well, why is he in a rush?
I don't think Carl's getting how
Not sure he
important
is.
how
No,
amazing
you
he is.
said
Yeah.
they make the car 15 minutes late.
Yeah.
He's getting his car. That
Yeah,
bloke's not in a rush.
He's never going to get in the car, is he? That's the other thing as well, because once a bloke said to him, I need a car, and he just went, where are you going to go? And the bloke went, yeah, forget that. He has to make them forget their deadlines and their demands. So soon it doesn't matter. And he has to get in their head. But to do that, he says that he has to empathise with them to a certain extent. He has to understand why they're doing it, to talk to them and go, yeah, you've had a bad day. That would send anyone. But he has to get their trust. Carl, try and talk me out. You think it's that easy? Right, I've got a hostage situation, right? Done a crime. I've run in the building. They go, there's only one person we can ask for. Get me Carl Pilkington. Okay. You turn up. Right, what's your
So
question?
you've asked for me to deal with this.
No. The police know that you're their top man, and there's a guy in here. He's got a gun. He's got a hostage. Okay, he's just done a crime. They don't know what to do. Okay. Right. You turn up. What's your first question to them?
I'm talking to you.
Well, no, you got to assess.
Right, I'd say right. I think there's a saying. Actually, you say, "Where's brass?" Right. I found that out. I overheard that.
What's that?
It was something.
You're wasting time. Who's that bull cunt that's just turned up? I'm gonna fucking
Listen,
kill it.
right, where's brass?
What does it mean?
I heard it at school when they.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Just you.
It means I heard someone use it on the.
Well, I don't know what the fuck it means.
It
All I
means
know-
the top person
Right.
of the police who are around at the moment.
Yeah, well, you talked. I'm the fucking top brass here. I've got a fucking gun against this kid's head. Who the fuck are you, bald little shithead? Where's my car?
What car?
I've asked for a car. Where's my fucking car? Am I talking to you now, am I?
If you want, yeah,
Are you the negotiator?
Yeah.
Right. Get me a fucking car.
Where do you want to go?
I'm fucking sore from shouting. Throw a phone through the window so I can talk to you over the phone.
No. All right, in a minute.
Don't ever fucking say no to me.
In a minute, I said.
Okay. Right, the clock's going. Where's this fucking
Right,
phone?
listen.
I've got a
Just
sore
hang on a
throat.
minute.
I've got a
Listen.
sore throat. I can't talk anymore without phone.
I've been called up here.
I can't hear you. I need the
I've been
phone.
called up here
Yeah, can you go put the phone through? Why are you putting the phone through, you dopey cunt? You want to talk to him?
because I don't want to give you a phone straight away. You said you've got to delay him.
No, you've got to talk to them. You shouldn't even demand a phone. You should make sure you've got a phone, you dopey twat.
Give him a phone.
Right, thanks. All right, how's it going? That's better.
Right.
Who are you, by the way? Who are you?
I can't give you them details.
Well, you can, because I've got to trust you, dopey sod. Are you police, or just some fucking cunt walking by?
I'm a policeman.
Right, I don't trust policemen.
No, but I'm a bit higher than that. So listen.
Or don't you tell me I'm laying down the law here.
No,
I'm going to shoot someone unless I get a fast car. I've done a robbery. It's all gone wrong. You're asking me now, but I want a car to the airport. I want a plane standing by.
You don't know me, but I do this a lot. Right? And I can tell you that it never worked out right.
What do we
Do you
need
know
for this
anybody
bloody
what you're
repeater?
doing? And he's now living a happy life.
Well, I don't care. I don't
X
care about
Flix.
living anyway. I don't care about living out. I don't care if this goes wrong. Cause
Sorry you've been listening to that shit. I'm gonna kill him for you because you've been listening to that. Fuck off!
I think you've got the wrong attitude, mate. I think you've got the wrong attitude here.
Oh my god.
To be honest with you, this was my last week.
Why are you sending it that?
Because I want to bring him down to my level.
Right. What's that got to do with it?
Well, you know, I've done this job for a long time.
Right.
Sometimes I felt like you. I've
Right.
been, you know, even though I'm on this side, you know, sometimes I feel like, oh, I've had enough of this.
Right, well, I am
Right.
enough, but I'll tell you, I don't care about living.
What do we need?
If
Smooth stuff.
I don't get a car to the airport, all bets are off. I'm killing everyone and then myself. So you'll be a big loser. You will be a big loser, son. There you go. Give me the clue now, Carl.
Oh, I got some of it. What is it?
Get him to stand near a window. You've got to take him out because I've got a gun to someone's head. You can't burst in, right? You've got what? Come on. How do you get him to stand near a window?
Is it that stuff then?
Oh, I bet you're hot in there.
Keep going.
I am hot. Yeah, that's why I've just drawn the curtains and keep away from the window because the sun's blazing in. It's not too bad away from the window.
It's the sun's gone round the back now. Just come and have a look. It's a lovely evening.
Why do you want me to stand near a window?
I think just because when you see how nice an evening it is.
Trying to negotiate someone off a cliff here.
When you see how lovely
No,
evening is.
it's that thing. I've heard that if you smile, you feel better. So have a little smile. Think of a happy moment. In
Have a little smile.
I know what a happy moment in my life would be. Putting a bullet through your little round head, you cunt.
Keep thinking about that image.
Right.
And you can see that round head. Just come to the window. I'll show you the round head.
That would probably work, actually.
What? No, I'm not going to come near the window. You come near the window. You come near my window. Have you come? Are you coming near the window?
No, not yet.
What?
Delaying it again. Right, I'm coming near the window.
Well, I'm going to shoot you if you come near the window, you dopey prat.
Well, why? I thought we were getting somewhere here.
No, I'm going to shoot you. I've conned you. I've negotiated you to come near the window, and I'm going to shoot you in the head, you prat.
Oh, I'll just leave then.
Oh, it's night again. Christ. We're getting it done though.
Well, that's about it.
Can't believe we've got to get so much more cover.
The Ricky Gervais Guide to Law and Order. The next one in the series is the Ricky Gervais Guide to the Future. which is out on the 29th of December. So look forward to that. Anyway, it's goodbye from me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant,
Goodbye.
and Carl Pilkington.
Too short to get this full row completed.
Audible hopes you have enjoyed.
The Ricky Gervais Show.
Weren't that working?
Unlimited.
Hi, Ricky Gervais here, with me Stephen Merchant.
Hello.
And Carl Pilkington.
Alright.
Welcome to the final episode in our series of 12.
Weren't that working?
I say final. It's final of 12. But we may be carrying on.
Go on.
Well, next week we're going to try and do another one to continue this for at least a little while.
Xflix, help.
Because it'll cost us money. And Carl is...
So I need to max them out.
But we mean a real tiny little fee. But hopefully we will be back next week. Now, we're not sure where it'll be. It'll probably be on iTunes.
What do I need?
Just go to rickygervais.com and we'll guide you there. Hurrah!
Yay!
And thanks for listening for this long and supporting us. I hope you continue to support us. Go on, continue to support us.
Yeah, particularly Carl, who has no money whatsoever and is desperate. He's a desperate man. Is that right,
There's no
Carl?
one out there going,
Why won't that stretch out then?
12 for free.
This is
So it
a-
obviously needs a...
Yeah,
We're big shots.
Yeah.
Well, Carl's not, but we are, aren't we?
exactly. I mean, we were generous, but we're not that generous.
We're not mad, and Carl needs a little bit of money. Look at his little round little head. He's like little tiny Tim.
What do I need here?
Yeah.
Look at him sitting there. Carl, you've had a good week.
It's been alright, yeah.
Brilliant.
Well,
More of that next week. But you'll have to pay for it now. I'm surprised you're
Comparator.
because we just had our photograph taken.
What does a comparator do?
Guinness Book of Records for the greatest
Redstone.
downloaded podcast of all time. We went along to the Guardian. And
How to redstone.
a little picture of
How
it.
to redstone.
Yeah,
I'll Google.
But I don't know why should I be excited about it when it's just...
Have you always wanted to be in the Guinness World of Records?
Not really, no.
I've been looking at the they present
Right.
us with the
How
this year's, and I've been looking
to
some fascinating ones. I used to get
But
this.
that's
power
what I'm saying, though. There's loads of things in there that I
redstone
need to go to. Like, I looked at it
further.
online the other day to see what's on there. You
use
can go on
redstone,
the
which can
homepage
boost
and
redstone
see
signal back
what's
to
on
boost
Guinness
after it
Records.
weakens
The
after a
fellow with the
distance.
most ear hair, right? Looks amazing. So that, to me, is what the Guinness Book of Records is about.
Sorry,
Not-
you're impressed with the bloke who just happens to have the most ear hair.
No, but it's commitment. He could have shaved it off, but he didn't.
On
He
the
left it.
main redstone line.
But that just
Right,
we-
okay.
we actually
Okay,
gathered
that makes
together a
sense.
Alright,
podcast
forget that then. The one with the rings on the neck where they stretch the neck so their head's tall. That's commitment. If that didn't work out, he's stuck with that head and he didn't even get in the book.
You're stuck with that head, and you have got in the book, so be happy. What if it's a stitch up? What if you're under roundest head?
I'd be a bit annoyed.
Why?
Just because...
It's going to have
I
to
don't-
go back out,
you've
innit?
got-
One more
say
like
this
this.
fella with, the small man. Say if he's not happy about being small, he's trying to go about his life. He knows people are looking at him, pointing at him, going, "Look at him, he's tiny." But does he want to be in the book?
Oh, I think they've got to give their consent.
Have they?
Because if the smallest wasn't willing to be in there,
Yeah?
go the second smallest man is so and so. He was willing to be in there.
Yeah, but the smallest one is Frank, and he didn't want to do it. So again, he's in it without wanting to be in it.
No, but I don't know.
He's got you there, Rick.
I don't know if they do. I don't know if they go around. I think that you'd have to be complicit in it for them to measure your head and say this is the roundest head on the planet Earth. Not, you know what I mean?
But then what do we
Yes.
do with that? That's what I'm saying. Is it something you put on a CV? I don't
know.
see the point in it.
Well, I think you are the fellow with the roundest head, and I think a lot of people know that. Because also, I've noticed when people ask for a picture of you, they don't say, "Can I have a signed
Beauty.
picture of Carl?" They say, "Can I have a signed picture of Carl's head?"
Beauty.
It's a weird thing to say about a human
Oh
being.
my god, it's going all the way here.
Oh, look at his head. Look at his head, not look at his face. Or can I have a picture of him? They say, "Can I have a picture of... Have you got a picture of Carl's head?" Why are they allowed to
Doesn't
mention
matter. The thing is, like we're on some sort of broadcasting medium where you don't even see me head, so it's not important.
Well, I can't see your head because the mic's perfectly...
Lovely, we nearly got this row done.
But what I mean is, it doesn't matter, does it? For doing what I do, it doesn't interfere in any shape or form.
But the thing is, Carl, what people are fascinated with, and I've said it before, you've got a head like a fucking orange.
We'll be charging for more information like that from next week. We do, of course, Rick, every week get thousands of emails. I mean, it's crazy. It takes us ages to go through them and read them. And we are going through them, we are reading them. Freddie Gerstrom from Winchester says, of course, it was recently Valentine's Day. What's the most romantic thing that you've done for Suzanne, Carl, that you can think of?
Yeah, man.
I don't really do all that.
Sure.
Valentine's Day stuff.
It's just, the problem is, if you do it once, they expect it every year.
Yeah.
That's the problem with Christmas and stuff, innit? It's like, it's become...
Is this even worth it?
Every day, yeah.
So I prefer to just sort of wait, you know what I mean? And you know, if I think of an idea or I know of something that she wants, I might get her something, but I might not do it on Valentine's Day. It's that thing. It's like how I've
So it
said
needs to
about
go back again about
Pancake
here, doesn't it,
Tuesday.
where it's fading.
Make it Pancake Wednesday. Have it when you want. Why am I waiting? Why am I waiting for someone to tell me when I can have a pancake? I'll have it today if I want one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas Pancake Tuesday, no, I won't bother. I'll have trifle. So
Basically, I'm not even sure if we...
you know, with Suzanne, luckily, right? I mean, Valentine's Day and what have you, she was ill.
Luckily.
So
Right,
we didn't
sound.
have to go out. So I'd say.
And we need another few repeaters, don't we?
I suppose, yeah, certainly you may as well give it.
What are they bloody made of? Some stupid stone type in it.
Once when Suzanne was ill, she had a fever, but there was no food in the house. What did you suggest to her? She was too ill.
Where is it?
Well, it was when we were still living in Manchester and that, and you know, we needed to get some food in for tea and stuff.
It's not smooth stone, is it?
I said, "Come on, come to the supermarket." She was like, "No, I'm ill. You go." And I hate buying food. I just
God,
getting
what
a
the
bit bothered
fuck?
looking at it. There's too much, isn't there? That's the problem. You go down all these aisles and it's just too much.
Let's see if there's any
Anyway, I said, "No, come on,
in here somewhere. I don't know.
Fever, I'm hot and everything." So I said, "Well, come to the supermarket. You go on the frozen aisle. Cool yourself down." And she did. And she said, you know, it made it worse. She was ill for another 3 days. But
How would you go about chatting up a woman in a bar? What tips could you give?
Oh, that's not it, innit?
It's always been like a friend of a friend and all that, and just happens.
I don't really know.
You know, you have a chat.
It pretty much. Do you know about this? What it's trying to get me to do? Is it smooth stone? It's not, is it?
And she gave me 20p.
I'm pretty sure it's
for,
not.
The hot chocolate machine. She never asked for it back. Thought she's all right.
Andesite, is it?
11 years, so it works.
Has she ever given you that? Have you ever
Andesite.
given that 20p
Never
back?
asked for it back.
And did you return the favour? Perhaps on the next date? You buy her a Kit Kat or something?
No, I don't think I did. I think word got out that she liked me and that. And what did I do? I think I did some work for her. Did some editing for her, sort of show off my skills and that.
Sure.
And she was like, "Oh, you're good at this, aren't you?" I was like, "Yeah." And I think she got us another drink because I was doing that editing for her.
Has it gone so
in the
dark?
meantime.
So you're up on the deal, aren't you? Because I know now, I know for a fact that you've not spent any money on her in 11 years, so you're 40p up.
At least. Lawrence from New York says, I was wondering how Mr. K. Dilkington would interpret this famous saying of philosopher Ludwig Wittgenstein. The quote is, if a lion could talk, we could not understand him.
Even if he's
Okay.
English.
If a lion could speak English, so
Maybe we've got some of that stuff in here somewhere. I bet we do.
Words and using all the correct
Come on.
grammar and everything, but you wouldn't be able to understand what he was saying.
There. Boom.
Because it is from a different world. His frames of reference would be so bizarre that you wouldn't be able to get a grasp on what
We've
he
got
was
it.
talking about, because you'd have so little in common. Even if he used real words.
No, but he's talking English.
Yeah, no, but his reference points would be just so far removed. You know, they're removed slightly when if you saw two people.
That's
talking
Redstone
about
was
a
shot on
podcast,
now.
You'd
I
hear-
wouldn't understand it.
exactly. So remove that a billion times to a different species with different input.
No, but it depends. If I'm
Okay,
talking
we've got the wiring going on now.
to,
Yeah.
He'll be saying, "Oh, I'm fed up with being stuck in here." I'll go,
Is this a timer?
It's like that. It depends what his background is. I mean, there's some people who might have lived down the road from me, but have a totally different life.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't matter that it's a lion. Does it?
Well, yeah, because they're just trying to remove it even more. So now it's not just a bloke who lived a few doors away. Now it's not even a bloke. Now it's not even.
Yeah, but I'd pick something smaller or something.
No, Redstone. Blooming Hummer.
What? Definitely not what?
I wouldn't be having a chat with it. I just think that a worm that's underground.
So you could go then.
He's blind and it hasn't got a mouth. It's not going to.
Why ain't it turning off and on?
Is what I'm saying. It's not going to have that much to say to me, even if it's English.
Why are these coming down?
And how can you tell if a worm is English? Is it wear a very tiny bowler hat? Oh, Christ.
But do you understand?
What about a jellyfish?
Explain.
You see, I think that's where you can say you wouldn't be able to have a good chat with them because
It's just a piston I need, isn't it?
Sea might as well be another world.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
In a way, I think the fish sort of have more rights than us.
Why can't? Why won't it retract?
When whoever made the world, right?
Yeah.
Say, we're just bigging up God, but if I was to have a go at him, I'd say you added too much water.
Criticism 1 to God, right?
So,
How would you have changed that?
just more land.
Fair enough. Now, why have fish got more rights than us? That was what I was
Because there's loads.
Why won't it turn off?
When you look at the amount of sea on the world, right? There's loads of that. You only have to like I was in Malaga the other week, right? And
Why won't it turn off?
in the sea, there's loads of different fish, and that's just in like 8-foot water. If you go miles out, there's like all sorts of weird fish, isn't there, with like lights on them and everything. So, and there's just millions of different types.
Yeah.
Now,
But why does that mean they've got more rights than us?
just because I think, rights come in numbers, don't they? If you know.
Probably another redstone
If you're
source.
shouting, people go, "Oh, he's an idiot. Shut up." Whatever. If there's loads of you shouting, they go, "Best listen to them, see what they've got to say."
Right.
And
Another
the thing
redstone
about
source.
fish,
Where would that come from,
there's
though?
loads of fish,
Right.
so
But they're not really making...
The repeaters don't power it up on their own, do they?
I know because they're underwater. But what I mean is, I don't know what.
Seems that way. Is it because it's running back?
The Ricky Gervais Show on Guardian Unlimited.
Oh, pleased to meet you. Start me up. I'm here to tell you all about Channel 4 Friday Night Comedy. So start me up. Now then, there's 3 great new comedies from New Green Wing. That's nearly ready. My name is Earl and the It Crowd. The great new comedy from the creator of Father Ted.
Oh, God.
Friday Night Comedy. This
I'm not good
Friday
with
on
Redstone.
Channel 4. Switch me in.
Let's see.
It's gonna be a winner.
Carl, right? What do you think it's like being a crab?
If you read someone, it's likely because there's a continuous power source feeding the circuit, like a misplaced redstone torch, a block directly powering the redstone dust,
What do you think of all the other things, the crabs you'd see,
or a loop in your circuit.
What's it like, do you think? I want you to, it's like creative writing, just think, just let yourself go. Come on.
It's got to be a crab.
What do you think of a slug? What do you think to be a slug? What would you do if you were transported now into a slug, what would you do?
Of 1-tick repeaters, which is
You're
X
suddenly in the
blocks
kitchen,
long.
but you're a slug, and Suzanne's sort of like there, just making tea and that. How do you let her know it's you?
When a powered chain of 1-tick repeaters, which is X blocks long, is pulsed
No, because
off
what do you do?
for 1 tick,
I'd hate that.
the last bit in the
I'd
chain
hate
will
that
never
to do
turn
all
off.
that.
Last repeater will have a -2 tile
Have you
tick
ever
priority.
read, Franz Kafka's Metamorphosis, in which a man wakes up
What?
and turns into a giant beetle,
What?
and that's the whole story. I think it might be of interest to you.
So what happened to him with the beetle?
Well, I don't want to ruin it for you in case you
No,
read it,
I
but
won't be
it's...
reading it. Don't worry.
He joined a pop group with 3 other people. He was brilliant.
No, it's a really wonderful book. It's a kind of almost heartbreaking because, of course,
Oh
he,
my
he does
God.
what you're saying, he finds it very hard.
Your
to
circuit
let
is
go
long,
of
ensure
the
yeah,
story
adjacent.
of the human.
Do you think it's
So
because it's
how
on
does he
Anderson?
use
There's that
the
thingy
happy,
somewhere.
because he's a giant beetle. He becomes a freak. He becomes...
Because any of this could
it's a
be.
terrible,
But hang on though, is he a giant beetle or
Yeah.
is he? Well, yeah. Well, that's not going to go down well, is it? That of course people aren't going to like you. But if it's a normal sized one, then you just get in with the other beetles, don't you? Whereas if you're a giant,
How would you do that? How would you ingratiate yourself? Right. So you're suddenly a beetle. You're Carl Pilkington, right? They're doing their business. They're scuttling around, and you go in there and they look at you as a new beetle. What's your first? What do you do? How do you ingratiate yourself?
Well, for a bit, I wouldn't sort of barge into their house and that. I'd wait until they're.
But it's not like.
And I'd like in life, right? Sort of help them out. I don't know what beetles do.
So that started fading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You seem to be going from one place to another.
It's the same, so I don't really know. Doesn't seem like there's old power in it.
Right, but what I mean is, I'd watch them and I'd sort of help them out. And I mean, you know, it's like going on a date or meeting a woman, isn't it?
But what if you go?
Hang on, what do you mean? How is it like going on a date with a woman?
Well, it's like I said about Suzanne with her hot chocolate. She bought me that, and I've gone. She's all right. Right. She gets me another one before I know it. She's living with me. So, it's
So you're all these beetles. They're scrolling around, right? You're sort of like watching them, and then you realise that you want to mate with this female beetle. What do? What's your first move?
Yeah, but I don't know what beetles do I? So I don't know how what you do. I don't know if you go up and go, all right. What did they do? How did they get on?
I don't know what's going on here.
It's a different world. I don't know yet, do I? Because I haven't done it.
Would you feel bad because having your own mind in this beetle, right? Would you feel bad shagging a beetle? Would you feel that was a bit sick because you've got a human mind?
Well, no, because you just close your eyes and that, wouldn't you? And go pretend to think of something else. So get round it that way. There's no point getting down about it because I'm stuck now as a beetle. So you've got to get on with it.
But if you're a slug, you said you'd throw yourself in the salt pot.
Come on, switch off.
If you got depressed, and you see all the other humans, you see your mates, right? They're listening to the iPod. What would you do?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Though beetles are different because they do tend to hang about with each other. A slug's always on its own. It's a lonely insect, isn't it?
It's not an insect.
All right, what is it?
Oh my god, stressful.
I've never seen a load of snails all together or slugs wandering about.
I don't understand.
To knock about in crowds.
Yeah.
So, oh god. Okay, right, another one.
So they're sociable creatures, and it wouldn't bother you that you've got the mind of Carl Pilkington in there, because you can't communicate with these people because they don't speak English. They don't have any communication with you.
Yeah, but if it's happened to me, there'll be another one in there.
Okay then. Right. Okay.
I'm just wondering if it'll.
What do you do, right? That's the most disgusting thing. What could it be? Well, what would you do, right, if you were suddenly a fly, right, and you were knocking around with the flies, right, and you had to land on some
excrement?
Yeah. What would you do?
Yeah, but I don't have to.
What do you mean? You're a fly.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't be loving it.
Why?
Because I'm me in that fly's head. So I don't think other flies would be going, come on, join in. I'd just be like, no, I'll wait here, wait, watch, and that. Because I don't see why they have to do that.
What would you do, right, if you had to go back and you were in had to go and put your mind in like
If it's dark here, being powered there,
egg of something.
Then it's off.
One of those that a wasp was injected with a spider, so you know you're in an egg, right, which is really uncomfortable.
It's something to do with repeaters, isn't it?
How do you feel about that, Carl? You're a baby in the abdomen of a spider.
And I know everything that I know now. I'm sat in there.
Yeah. And now I'm in a spider as an unborn wasp. What the fuck am I doing here? What's going on?
I don't know what I'll do there. Really try and sleep. There's nothing else to do though, is there?
Where did it go wrong? What did you figure out?
God, it never happened.
The Ricky Gervais Show on Guardian Unlimited.
I don't believe it. He's written it down.
Well, that's the jingle that signals it's time for more extracts from Carl's
You're joking,
diary,
mate. Come on.
And we'll lunge straight into it. Wandered down Carnaby Street. There was a happy homeless fella. I gave him £1.50. I thought of a tongue twister after giving him the money. It goes, if you can't treat a cheerful tramp, what sort of tramp can you treat?
It's good, that.
I hate you. I hate you.
If you can't treat a cheerful tramp, what sort of tramp can you treat?
Good,
Bastard.
Good, that, yeah. You've got too much time on your hands, Carl.
Learned some famous quotes to see if they are as good as my sayings. Number one.
Let's just give it one more effort. One more country try.
Very famous saying. Now, is that something you do, Carl?
But you know, me problem with that one is that if it was your last, you wouldn't want to be doing much.
Try to do it that way,
That's
see if
the
this
only
makes
problem I've
any
got with that.
difference
I
at
wouldn't
all.
want to, you know, go to a fairground or whatever because you're going, oh, it's my last
But
day.
it's
what
still
am I gonna
turning
do?
it
I
off,
think
innit?
you spend so much time worrying about what
Yeah.
you're going to do.
Right.
You
Okay.
end up staying in.
So 2's
I think
fine.
you're right. You've taken some of the poetry out of it. I think it means live life to the fullest. Right?
I like the fact that you were musing on the idea that if it was your last day, you'd go to the fair.
Cool.
It's getting such a 19th century way of spending your final day.
I know, yeah. Well, the thing is, the other thing is that the only thing that people get depressed about in terms of sort of like you know, life and death is
Let's see. Testing all the way.
die, but more the knowledge.
So it's
that
fine
they
there.
know they're going to die when they're dying.
I think it's powering because I've got that in a loop.
Never knows when they're going to die. No one ever gets.
I think
killed,
that were
no one
it.
ever gets hit by a truck. Everyone passes away peacefully in their sleep, dreaming they're riding a big marshmallow. Right? Then you wouldn't care about anything. It wouldn't matter when. It wouldn't matter if you died tomorrow or in 30 years' time. You'd just live life to the full. You'd have it every
Alright,
day.
let's see if that still is on.
You'd go out. You'd come back. You'd fall asleep.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. There'd be
Okay.
no stress. There'd
Yeah,
be
so
no
it's
pain,
definitely
no
because it were like
anxiety.
that. So what we'll do is we'll do that.
Because it wouldn't matter. Because it would just be your life.
And then that.
Wouldn't it be amazing?
Oh,
if
that
someone
won't
guaranteed to
work.
Carl, you're going to die in your sleep. I'm not going to tell you when.
How am I going to do it?
They do, don't they?
Well, exactly.
Yeah,
But
I-
we
I
never
want
know
that.
we're going to because we stress. What if we get a dreadful illness? What if we, you know?
But we're almost not letting people die naturally anymore, are we? Because we're always bodging stuff up.
How are we going to do that then?
Well, someone who
Needs
might
to be single
naturally
route,
die
so
in the
maybe
sleep
it's just a case of it
aren't allowed
goes
to naturally die in the sleep because they wake them up with
one
those
more than I
lung
did it.
things
You know
and
what I
get
mean?
them going again
I think that's it.
and pop in a new lung or whatever.
'Cause
Whilst
it
they're
needs
at
to
it.
be like.
That's what I'm saying. They don't just. You never hear it anymore, do you? Frank peacefully died in his sleep. No, he died on the operating table whilst we were putting in a new lung. They don't die naturally anymore.
Frank died peacefully with 40,000 volts going through them and a couple of people going clear, clear.
Rushing about today. Got to get a lot done as I'm flying to Malaga tomorrow to see my mum and dad. Don't like flying. I'd be happy if they give you a parachute instead of a life jacket. They say Da Vinci invented the parachute as well as the
This
helicopter.
might be.
He never got round
Why
to
it
making them, though,
worked?
because he only drew them on some paper. Got up at 5 a.m. as I had to get to Heathrow to get on the plane to see mum and dad in
Used to
Malaga.
be here.
Went out
For
for a
fuck's
drink
sake.
with a cousin who lives in Spain. Ain't seen her for 27 years. Oh, that must have been tricky, making conversation.
I didn't really bother. Because where do you start? I might as well go up to anyone in the street and start having a chat.
Yeah, you have to go further back than. Did you want Chantal to win Big Brother?
Yeah. Me dad and me talked about history. I said we shouldn't go on about things that happened ages ago because I bet something similar has happened.
It's powered.
once.
It is just.
Read about an island in the Indian Ocean where there are tribesmen still living like they're cavemen. A helicopter tried to land and the tribesmen chucked spears at them. This is what I meant about not having to talk about things that happened ages ago. We have got new cavemen now, so why do we talk about the old ones? People could have lived before, but computers and all that blew up and books got burnt, so all they had left was what these tribesmen have got left.
Ramblings.
That's the ramblings
man.
of a maniac.
That
I mean,
is,
that's just a few...
I think that's a loop, though, isn't it?
with a gun in there.
No, but what I mean there is, right?
Yeah, that's the loop. We can't have that. We just need it to go like that.
Testing's been happening years ago.
That's a loop.
Something happens.
Again, a lot of information from the Planet of the Apes.
Something happens. World ends, right? We come back again somehow.
Yeah. It's the detail you leave out that makes you intriguing. Just like the watch that you can wear that tells you when you're going to die.
It's just that one.
Pop it on your wrist. That's all the detail you need. So the world happened.
No.
We
Do it
came
down.
back,
Have you seen the pictures?
It can't connect. That's the issue.
If you don't get it.
It's interesting that you had all those profound thoughts about this period into the past when they all lived.
Oh
But
my
you still
god,
think
why shouldn't be this
it's
hard?
appropriate to include at the end of that. It says the tribesmen wave their knobs about when they've had enough of having visitors.
That's what it said in the paper. That's what happened. They're quite happy.
What paper is this that you're reading?
It was in like a
I wonder
paper
if
a couple
it
of days ago.
boosts it.
Said,
Yeah.
They don't mind having visitors if they're bringing them coconuts and stuff that they can eat. Once they've got everything they need, they start waving the tackle about, and that means like, right, leave now, which you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, at a dinner party.
My grandfather used to do that.
But that's the loop, so I bet now. I bet now it won't switch off. Watch.
There's 3 great comedies. Green Wing, it's nearly ready.
They aren't though. It's looped.
The great new comedy from the creator of Father Ted.
Right, so we know why it's doing it then.
Jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle as it happens. Friday night comedy, this Friday on Channel 4. Switch it on. Now then, well now, the young man. Well now then, well now then, young man.
I'm stumped, guys. I'm stumped. How the hell am I going to do this?
That jingle is getting more annoyed by the
So it can't loop round, but I need it to go here.
I'm not doing this anymore.
I'm thinking, do we...
All the monkey news has been covered?
It has. We've done loads of them. I think all the news that needs to be sort of known has been told, right?
That is the end of the news. Jesus Christ.
What?
Get on with it.
Right, do you know
So that still connects, though.
first podcast
Are we going to get this one to come up?
chatted about the monkey that
Think,
went into space
think.
and stuff. So where we left
So
it,
haven't you got a real new monkey news?
well, it's an update, isn't it? I mean,
Is
all
it
that-
new? Has
no,
it happened Has it happened since podcast 1?
I have to pick Ricky up on the point that he thinks any of the monkey news we've heard, A, happened, and B, happened recently. It always happened in olden times, or ages ago.
Oh, you're right.
So it's not powering that.
Right. Anyway, so like I say,
So it does need
first
to
monkey
come...
news, it was about this
That came out of a little chute on the spacecraft.
Because they're every space,
did a really good job. It was
there's no way to do it.
hit the left button for a banana, you know.
Right button to
go right.
make history and go,
Go
to
right and
space.
Right.
What do I want? Not more banana. You haven't taken off yet? More banana.
What
Give them a choice of banana.
does a
Which is the
redstone
right button.
comparator
Should've
do?
Before he went and only had a right button. He's at the left button again. He's just eating bananas up there. What's going on?
Maintain signal strength, compare signal, subtract signal strength, and measure certain block states.
He hit the left button again, the little fucker.
So anyway, yeah, I told you, he went up, he came back, he could never get the high again. He tried other things. I think he tried to get a band together.
Redstone comparator can measure the fullness of a chest.
Right, so anyway, there was loads of monkeys that were signed
What?
up for this NASA program, and it was 1961 when this little monkey called Ham, that was his name. So a bit of an update. That's the same one as I talked about. His name was Ham. As well as him, there was one called Enos. He went around the world loads of times.
It's alright, it's just a little puzzle. We deal with these every day. Let's figure it out.
Ham went up there, did the left-right business with the bananas. Enos, they didn't put as much work into the trip.
I'm going to have to come from other side.
And something went wrong with the machinery.
I'm going to have to come from other side here.
Do you know how you get a banana for the left button and all that?
It's official now. There's 2 buttons in this spaceship. Banana dispenser and everything else. The right button is everything else.
But it worked the other way. The machinery went weird.
Oh no, really?
So it meant that the right button would give him a banana.
Right.
So I'm thinking then,
Did everything else. So what if it took?
this wiring's going to be mental because I'm going to have to dig under. Gus, I'm going to go to sleep.
I mean, honestly, look,
Since I only slept for 5 hours today, good luck with your redstone output. Thank you, mate. Cheers. Thanks for joining Xplix as well.
And it's bollocks.
luckily, Enos, because he'd done a few trips.
Figuring out.
So he was like, well, I know this isn't right. As much as I love bananas, this isn't right.
That was his thinking, of course it was.
So anyway, so he came back. They were all like over the moon with him.
He said, I can't work with these
Good
conditions.
mission and everything. Well done on working it out. He sorted all that out. It moved on a few years.
Can you believe this?
Buzz and that other fella.
Can you believe this? For a bit of a boosted signal.
But there
Fuck
were
off.
all these monkeys who have done NASA training.
Oh no, 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 thanks. No thanks.
£14 million
Ha!
to make him like a
See you in a bit.
sort of chimps home for retired
Retired NASA-trained monkeys.
chimpernauts. Something that's in there. Is
Sorry, my nose is itchy.
right, of all the missions and that they've
I
been
think
on.
I've sorted it. I think I've cracked
Even if
it.
they're not
Oh,
going
that's
to
took some doing.
space again, they can almost relive it and reminisce of the times that they've had. And
There's no way you can do that.
just sort of go,
Kinda
oh,
like the
remember
old
that time when it all went wrong, the button became the left when it should have been the right and all the rest of it. You just, you know, sort of talking about old times and what have you, like old people like to do.
Ooh.
And yeah, that's it. So if you want to like give some money towards their home, you can go to like savethechimps.org, and it's all there. All that information
Where?
I've given you, it's all there. You can
I'd be surprised if all the information you've given us is there.
It's all there.
I'd be very surprised.
It's all there. Just retired, you know, monkeys and that who have done the bit.
I'm gonna die.
Perhaps we should retire Monkey News to that same stage.
That's what I mean. So, you know, I hope you've enjoyed the monkey news and that. That was the last one. Look after the monkeys. Do your bit, because they've done their bit. That's it, yeah. But just because I'm not giving the news, look it up. Do you know what I mean? It's all out there. Don't be ignorant.
Wise words.
He's just absolutely nearly KO'd me, hasn't he?
Thank you so much for listening to these 12 podcasts. I've really enjoyed it. I know Steve
Half.
Did
you see what I got there? Half.
As usual, hosted by Positive Internet, the world's #1 podcast. Next week, a brand new podcast.
Sorry, mate.
As I say, we have got to charge a little bit for it because it does cost money to host. And please keep listening. It is going to be very little, and you know, Carl needs your money. If you could see what I see now, he's just looking at me with his. He's just.
Where have all my sheep gone?
Carl, what do you need? What do you need?
Just something more than nothing.
For information on the archive of the podcasts, these last 12 shows, and for the new podcasts to come, go to rickygervais.com.
Eating.
Register
What a
there,
waste
find
of
out loads
time.
information. Plus, you'll just find out links to how to get all this stuff that we're offering out there.
What are you doing?
Free taster. If you just can't wait for more of Carl's nonsense, make sure, please, that you register your email and everything so we can get in touch and just tell you what's going to happen with the Ricky Gervais show, with Carl's mind, and with everything else. rickygervais.com. Go there. Makes perfect sense.
It's the end of an era, but the start of a new one. It's almost
Boom.
seamless in a way, isn't it?
We're off.
But Carl, what
I
do you
think we've
about
sorted it now.
Things end and new things begin.
Oh, God.
Well, I suppose you've got to have an end for a beginning, so it's just a bit odd that we've got an end and having a beginning. But that's science for you.
The Ricky Gervais Show on Guardian Unlimited.
See you in a bit, you fucking slag. What a divot.
The Ricky Gervais Show on Guardian Unlimited.
What?
Hello, welcome to the 10th podcast in a series of
Come
12
over here.
Ricky Gervais Show with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, hello, and of course, Carl Pilkington.
Right.
Now, thanks for all your emails. We've really started a community here, I think.
Yes.
We're all
Bloody hell.
one aim. The fascination
You're
of
joking.
Carl Pilkington, basically.
Absolutely.
I
There's
mean,
thousands of
So we're
people
gonna have to
who
go
really
down.
as we are with it.
I really don't know why it's called the Ricky Gervais Show anymore. I mean, I was cynical at the beginning, but it's farcical. Welcome to the Carl Pilkington Show.
Well, people say they'd like to hear more from you and I, but I don't see why when you've got
Do you know
this
what I feel
specimen
like?
in the room.
I feel like the ringmaster, but the real
Oh, you can't do that, idiot.
Bring out. Do you know what I mean? That's it. That's the star of the show. You know.
Yeah.
Well, we've had loads of emails actually, and we've had one from Nige, who's done this brilliant cartoon of Carl on the beach. I think we should sell those as postcards. But someone's beaten us to selling merchandise. If you go to www.cafepress.com/Mr. Pilkington, someone is selling everything with Carl Pilkington's head on it. Now, these are bootleg goods. We're not making any money from it, but I'm strangely proud. I just love to see millions of people.
So he needs to go back and activate.
Or drinking out of a mug with his little round head on it. He's made a clock, which is perfect because it fits absolutely. You know what I mean? The sides of the head go right.
I wonder if
to the edge
that'd
of the
connect
clock.
if it went like
I'd
that.
like to see maybe as well those sort of rubber or plastic face masks that you can buy for Halloween with just Carl's face.
Oh, just millions of people all look like Carl. Oh, that would be amazing. What a world that
No,
would be.
it's looping.
James Bevan has emailed in. He's from
Okay.
Abergavenny in South Wales.
It's fine. It's fine. We know what the crack is.
Me and my partner Ellie Richards are both huge fans of the podcast, and as she's not aware of this email, I would love it if one of you, please, on the podcast, would ask her to marry me. So please ask Ellie Richards from Abergavenny if she will marry James Bevan. Cheers, keep up the great podcast work.
Well, that's done then.
Well, no, you see, now I was thinking about this, and I know that I'm the one who's but I'm thinking they're almost certainly going to want you, Rick, to do the questioning, because they don't want to go in years to come. Do you know who asked Ellie to marry me on my behalf? It was that lanky bloke you sometimes see stood behind Ricky Gervais at an awards do. It's too complicated. They want to go, it was the comedy legend Ricky Gervais.
But I think Carl's a comedy legend.
He is, but once again, Carl, you know, he might be a passing fad. You know, we might all get bored of him, you know, in a year's time. It could be like tie-dye t-shirts. So I'm thinking maybe, whereas you know, you've made your mark on the comedy landscape.
Maybe I don't want to endorse this. I don't know what he's like. I don't want to suggest to a woman to marry this man I don't know. What if she goes back and sues me for selling some? It's like me selling the rest of her life to this bloke on the podcast.
No, because you know it's more fool her if he's a loser and a weirdo and she agrees to marry him. She knows the guy. She's already got herself in a.
That is messy, but I think that's how we've got to do it.
So she already understands what James is like.
Okay. Based on your own experiences, Ellie, make the decision whether to
worked.
marry, who is it? James or not.
I think just could you do one once more, because that's probably not quite as eloquent as they were looking for. So get on one.
Ellie, James says, will you marry him? This does not reflect the views of the management.
So obviously, James, you were.
I'm gonna have to punch my way out. Sorry, guys.
And, we look forward enormously to finding out whether she seen sense and said no.
Could he marry again about 40, 50 years?
Painful.
The marriage is still going.
And also, we should just point out as well that if, you know, in
Painful.
I think 1 in 3 marriages end in divorce.
All right, don't bring the tone down.
All I'm saying is if they do end up getting divorced, we should not in any way be responsible for that.
No.
We can't be held responsible. We shouldn't have to pay any kind of...
Okay, so all that for it to do this.
Paying any alimony. We are merely the messengers in this.
Yeah.
Carl, are you going to give them all the thumbs up there? Do you wish them all the best?
Yeah, you know, if that's what they want to do and that, just get on with it. And it's alright. You know, some people are into all that, aren't they?
I mean, you've been with Suzanne a long time and still no wedding bells on the horizon.
Well, it's gone past that time now. I think if you don't do it within the first sort of 9 months or something, sort of it's kind of like, what's the point now? And I mean, she goes on about it a lot, but
We're gonna have to do another one.
no, I'm not sort of. I don't like all the.
We're gonna have to do another one of these.
You know what I mean, like everyone stood there watching and stuff. Sort of puts me off.
So that's your only reason for not getting married, is it? You just don't like the event?
It's not looping back well. Look.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the thing. Like I've said to you before, if you could do it online, if it was just a little box like you tick, I do, send, get back to you by midday and what have you.
Yeah.
But it's like a full day.
So we just need a pickaxe then.
Heaven forbid, yeah.
It's just hard work, isn't it?
Pretend it's the happiest day of your life.
Let's get a pickaxe down and then we're off.
Wants this very dearly. Why not give it to her as a gift? Obviously, get your old work to pay for it. But yeah, why not give her the gift?
Because
of
I've
Sick.
got loads of other
Sick.
stuff.
Yeah.
We have an alright life, and I think that can mess it up. My brother got married.
We have an alright life. That's the best you can say. We have an alright life.
No, something I said to her, right, which, you know, maybe this could catch on, right, a way around it.
Look at all this faff.
Married, so you can have the same name.
But it's the vision. We never turn our back on the vision.
When you go on dates and that, if you met people who have the same surname,
brilliant.
And then you don't have to worry.
That's amazing.
We can't cover this up though, can't we?
Look, alright, yeah, I'll go out with her. Job done. Don't ever have to worry about getting married and that.
Brilliant. That's one of the most stupid theories. Oh, no, it's not. The injecting the 78-year-old dead woman with a baby was probably worse than that. But anyway, let's move on.
Yep, sounds so we need to do another one of these here.
There's going to be a few more before
yeah, exactly. So far. Yeah.
Cheers for that, love. Yeah, it's Carl Pilkington.
Cheers for that, love.
New green wing, right? That's nearly ready. My name is Earl, and the It Crowd. I mean, sort of being in the comedy business and that, I think it's fair to say I'm qualified to give me opinion, and these 3 things are funny. So yeah, stay in, watch it, have a good night, have a nice little brew with it, do what you want. At the end of the day, it's your life, innit? See it.
The Ricky Gervais Show on Guardian Unlimited.
Still to come, of course, Monkey News and Carl's diary, excerpts thereof. I wonder if we should have a jingle for questions for Carl.
Fucking
A lot of
hellfire,
questions for
right.
Carl.
Okay.
So about here, we need to go down.
Fancy that? Questions for Carl.
Yeah, okay, no, fair enough, that works. This is from Jim and Bob in Manchester. Carl, if you could talk to any animal, which one would it be and what would you say to it?
Insect, animal, anything, fish, anything.
Well, they said animal, but let's broaden it to anything.
Animal,
creature.
Insect is an animal.
Yeah, no, but I'm just, I don't want to get it wrong. I'm just thinking about stuff out there, isn't there? I'd probably go for the tortoise.
Okay.
Because it would take a long time to walk away from you while you were talking.
No, just because
most animals would be off straight away.
Yeah.
Just because they live for ages, so they'll have loads of stories.
It leads off with that one.
You know what I mean? Through wars and stuff. If you get an old one, if you get like an old one, that's about.
Most of them have lived in a box in a garden for 52 years.
No, but you get some that have been about. And even if it's in a box, you can overhear.
They've really travelled, have they?
Yeah.
I mean, some of them have experienced more than you.
Yeah.
But they've broadened their horizons a bit more than you. They could probably teach you a thing or two, yeah.
And what would you hope to learn from them?
Just history.
Right. From their very specific tortoise perspective. Other emails. We've had a lot of questions about time travel. People are fascinated about your approach to time travel, and I know we've talked about this in the past, but this is a very specific time travel question. If you had a time machine, Carl, to what event in your childhood would you travel back to, and why?
What's the point in going back to things that you thought? No, it's just that it's never as good, is it? It's like a place you go on holiday, and you go back thinking it'll be as good as the first time. It never is. So I don't believe in going back to places.
What do you understand the question as? Do you think they're asking, would you go back like a ghost and spy? Would you go back and you've got your childhood back? You are that child again. You're in the body. You are the child. Or you've got your adult head and experiences on.
Rick, I really don't think Carl was thinking there was any of those variations. But now that you've flagged
I think he was thinking of him as he is now in school with a cap on.
yeah.
But
Too big for the chairs.
yeah. Come on.
No, I don't think I would go back. It's all happened now, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's an email to a podcast for our own amusement.
Well, okay.
Choose an event. Okay, forget the time travel thing.
Hang on. I think let's clarify one of Ricky's points. What if you could go back and you could live that moment again? How would you do it differently?
There's been times where I've gone, oh, that was a bit out of order or whatever. But then you learn from your mistakes, don't you? So I don't want to go back and change stuff, because it's like that thing that they go on about, innit, where they blame the butterfly on an earthquake. It's going to happen. If it wasn't that butterfly, it's another one. So why pass the buck, is what I'm saying.
So you've got no regrets. There's nothing in your past you'd want to change or do differently?
What about if you went back and you spied like a ghost on something? You couldn't change anything, but you could have a look at someone and just sort of look like Ebenezer Scrooge does with the Ghost of Christmas Past. He goes back and he's sort of like looking at himself dancing and stuff. Or what would you do? What would you go back and have a look at?
Yeah, but you're asking me to change. I don't want to change.
You're not changing, you're just observing.
It's impossible.
All right,
this question, it's not going to happen. You're not going to have to do this. It's impossible.
Right, yeah, I nearly died once, didn't I? On an ice pop.
Right.
Right. Now, maybe if I would have died, I'd say, well, let's go back to that, and I won't have an ice pop.
You wouldn't be doing the podcast if you'd have died. You wouldn't be having this email put to you. What are you?
That's absurd. You're now saying you're rewriting history and then going back to change it.
Yeah.
There's no need. You didn't die.
Well, and we've changed it. You can't change anything. You're just going to go back and watch something. Would you like to go back and watch yourself choking on a Mr. Freeze?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I wouldn't go back.
All right, we've got it.
All right.
We're going to have to go back out.
Since I've learnt a lesson. I'm not missing them ice pops. So
I don't think you're making the most of this opportunity to fantasize.
I don't see the point in going back in anything. I mean, do you mean go back in time to the point of you can see like Rome in its working day?
What, in your childhood? Was Rome about when in your childhood? Were there gladiators in your childhood?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Everything I've been through, so why see it again?
Forget it. It was just a nice little question.
I mean, that shows the lack of imagination in Carl Pilkington. Your mind can't fathom something unless it's like, got two heads.
But I don't see the point in doing something twice. Because the thing is, say if there's one
And that worked.
when I was about 6 that I loved, I'd then have to go through all the other 20 years. Again.
Well, why? Why have you imposed that? It's a fantasy. Make it up.
You could go back and come back again.
Yeah, whiz back and fast forward 35 years.
Nah.
Brilliant. No.
Like it was on offer. Like this was really on offer. Move on.
Migrant workers in South China are wearing adult diapers on
How have I done that one?
Heading home for the New Year holiday because they've got no access to the toilet. Many supermarkets in this particular part of China have reported a 50% increase in sales of adult nappies.
One away is halfway. So all
Now,
this
what do you make of that,
needs to
Carl?
go
You're on
down.
a long, long train journey, 3 hours, 4 hours.
You know there's no toilet. You know you're going to need to go. Pop on a...
Why isn't there any toilets?
They just aren't on the trains.
And they're a really long journey.
Yeah.
How long?
Hours.
Well, very long in China. It's a big country.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it. I'd have to hold it in or something. Just like, I mean, when I was a young kid, I don't know how young you are when you wear a nappy and that, but I remember that I didn't like it, doing it in a pair of pants like that, a pair of nappies and that. And I used to have to, even when I was...
What a mess.
small,
This is becoming a right mess.
get up on the
Right,
toilet
let's get rid of
as you
this.
fall in.
What have I done down here?
My mum knew that I didn't like nappies and that. I used to just go in the corner, just near the kitchen.
What a
In
mess.
this thing that, like a litter tray.
Hello, sweetheart.
I mean,
How are you?
It wasn't
Yeah, I'm good.
like that, but it's,
You had a good day?
that's the same sort of idea, and I'd go there.
I've just turned it round.
I'd do my thing.
Yeah, so we've got a bit of a
And,
picture now.
You know, my mum used to say, "Oh, he's going there. Don't look at him," and that, because it put me off. You know, like cats don't like being watched when they do it.
When they go in their litter tray in the kitchen.
No, they don't. They don't like it. I've tested it
What
again.
are you, just like a little feral kid, just running around and going for litter tray, covering
Yes,
it up,
sweetheart,
and
yeah,
running
thank
up
you.
the curtain and eating a sweet
Yeah,
chocolate
went over
vomit.
for a meeting today.
Nobody likes being watched, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're sat on a train and you're knocking one out, and everyone's looking at you, I don't think it'll catch on.
Well, it has caught on. They're all
caught
doing
on,
it. They're just sitting there. They're doing, they're reading the paper, doing Sudoku.
How come that ain't
And
working?
they're looking round when they're going. They're thinking, oh, no one
Needs
knows
to be
I'm
up
going.
one
Everyone's
more.
thinking that, and everyone's going.
I mean, it's partly because there are 120 million peasants from China's vast rural areas who swarm into the cities for work. And so, that sheer number of people means that the trains are so overcrowded.
I just don't. I mean, what are we getting to? You know what I mean? What's going on in the world that this is happening?
I know.
I mean, people have always had to travel for ages. I just don't. I don't understand why there isn't a toilet on it. We're going backwards. We're going backwards, aren't we? Why isn't there a toilet on it?
Well, maybe there is, but maybe people are thinking the queue is going to take forever.
Tidied up.
25 million people.
Tidy this up and
Everybody
I'll
wants to
count.
do it at once. I mean, I know Chinese and all that are like at the forefront of everything that goes on in the world, inventing stuff first, but this isn't one of the best that they've come up with.
What have they invented then, the Chinese? Just
Loads of stuff.
For loop.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask you. You seem quite educated on the subject. But...
The
What?
cat mop things that I told you about.
Brilliant.
I mean, this was where you put mops on the feet of cats, was that right?
Yeah. And they
Brilliant.
wander about the house, clean up and that, wash the floor
Oh,
whilst they're
wrong
wandering
one.
about. They've done like hats with umbrellas on them. I mean, they're known for like coming up with stuff first.
Yeah, I mean, my first thought was gunpowder, but yeah, cats with mops is good as well.
Just a final mention of one of the emails that came through from Phil Hobby in Falmouth in USA. He says, hello chaps, just wanted to let you know that I was at a party on Friday and I bought 2 remixes of I Could Eat a Knob at Night on a CD. Let me tell you, I played them at the party. They were a huge success. They were a smash. By the end of the night, the party was hip to the words I Could Eat a Knob at Night. Half of them were even singing along. So big thanks
That
to you.
is big time.
Now, what
We've
really
sorted it.
I suppose is one of the big superstar DJs. If they could drop that into their set.
It's took some doing, but this is what needed to happen. So then,
And I'd love to hear him drop it.
if I
Maybe,
can
I
run...
suppose Westwood wouldn't be able to put that in. I know he's more of a hip hop guy. But yeah, so I mean, if you at any point ever hear
Where are we running it to, is
and
the
the
question.
remix at any kind of club event, let us know. We'd love to hear about it.
Yeah.
The Ricky Gervais Show on Guardian.
Oh my god, don't.
Well, now to one of our most popular features. I mean, this could even rival monkey news. I mean, it is monkey news. It's it's news from the point of view of a monkey, a shaved monkey. It's Carl Pilkington's diary. Oh, he's written it down, yeah.
I think I wanted to come to house.
Oh yeah,
Just annoyed about something. Okay. Went and did the podcast. We had a meeting after. I don't like meetings as I can't keep focused on what people are talking about. I think Ricky has a
I think I want it to run to house. We need the switch in house, don't we?
I tried to do what spiders do and stayed still as if I was dead. But Ricky just stayed on top of me, not moving. A bit like when you see one of them big snakes swallowing a sheep.
Is it not night? Well, what are they all doing then?
Ricky got bored and released me. I went home thinking, why had I left my old job for this? A homeless man asked me for some money, but I didn't feel like I should treat him as I felt that he probably had a better day than me. Oh, God. Suzanne called me to say she'd gone for a haircut and that she'd meet me in the supermarket. I went to the supermarket, but she wasn't there. I called her and she said she was near the fruit aisle.
Ooh.
I went to the fruit aisle and she wasn't there. Turns out she was in a different supermarket on the other side of town. And that if I'd listened to her properly, I'd have known.
Okay. So the house is just...
You went to the first supermarket you thought of, as opposed to listening to what supermarket. I'm in the supermarket. All right, bye.
I didn't want to say that I hadn't heard her properly because my ears were ringing a bit from the wrestling from earlier. 25 minutes later, I met up with Suzanne. Her haircut wasn't that bad. Normally, her haircuts are followed by an argument between us as she pays over the odds for some daft haircut that's the latest style. Brilliant. I wish she'd take a picture out of a magazine or ask for a style rather than letting the hairdresser do what she wants. I said I only tell her to do this as she's got a square head and a close-cut hairdo makes it look squarer. She said, what do you think of this cut? I said it looked alright as I couldn't be bothered arguing about it. It's weird writing a diary. I don't know who thought of doing one of these first. The last time I
Might go for side pillar. That's gonna... I don't want to leave her on side pillar though.
My diary should say the same thing every night. Got home, went to the shop to get potatoes, bread, milk. Went home, watched telly, went to bed. I think I might have gone to Twiggy's Dance Club just so I had something different to write. You've not told us about Twiggy's Dance Club.
It's just, you know, I sort of, when I was a kid, I sort of gave everything a bit of a go. I did boxing and that, didn't I? Gave that a go.
For about 45 minutes.
And yeah, a mate sort of said, oh, you know, you're into your dancing, your robotics and that. You're doing your body popping, right? Body popping and that. He said, you ought to come to Twiggy's. And I went there, but I didn't go in. It was shut. They were just having like loads of toilet rolls delivered. I think like they were like using the store place for toilet rolls and that. So I said, oh, I've come to have a dance. And like, oh, not tonight. Come back tomorrow. I went back.
Brilliant. What a waste of an anecdote. Right.
Brilliant. Just to recap, you're convinced then that the teachers are asking you to keep diaries so they can keep tabs on you. And then to continue the diary, as there were more problems happening on the estate, they started to add Saturday and Sundays to the school diary to keep an eye on what we were doing at the weekend. I struggled to fill it on a Sunday as the shop I got potatoes and bread from was shut on a Sunday.
You hungry, darling?
I had to go over to Shepherd's Bush to meet someone. I got the tube. There was a
good girl.
on the tube.
Oh, good.
It's amazing.
Are you okay for something else, or?
Quite a lot of bad stuff. It got me thinking about how much stuff you could remove in your body, one by one, without dying. If it was a competition, the cockroach would win.
So
and
thick.
for a week without a head.
I just mean like, say, you know, they run out of ideas for TV programs and that, right? They get someone who isn't well. They go, look, do you mind if we make a program on you? And what they do, they sit them in the bed, and they go, right.
See how this is gonna work.
Take out the heart, but replace it with a pacemaker. Right.
No. Sorry. People with pacemakers don't have their heart taken out and a pacemaker popped in.
All right then. Some sort of machine. What I'm getting to is.
Have you been playing Operation?
What I mean is the big finale would just be a head chatting with loads of wires going into it, and it's like, look what we can do with science.
That's what the programme's called. It's the same every week. The volunteer is just a head with loads of wires coming out of it.
Look what we can do with science.
And he's going,
goodbye.
What am I gonna do?
To me today, it was. Oh, this is
This
great.
makes it in the diary.
Got some post delivered to me today. It was addressed to Mr. Dilkington. I got some post delivered to me today. It was addressed to Mr. Dilkington. I opened it and the first sentence read, Dear Mr. K. Dilkington, you're one of our most valuable customers. In the bin. Thought I would learn some new words, as Steve always says I don't use enough different words. I read in the Fortean Times that the word "wew" means an ugly female ghost with drooping breasts.
What do you mean?
Is that how am I pronouncing that right?
Who's using that word? Who is using that word?
It was just W-E-W-E.
Let's call it a woo. An ugly female ghost with drooping breasts. I think I'm right when I say there are too many words.
It's not ideal
I don't
there.
think I will ever get round to using the word woo. Watched a health programme. Wasn't watching it properly, but heard some doctors say that we only get so many heartbeats in a lifetime, so don't do too much exercise. I told Suzanne, and she said I probably hadn't heard it right. We got talking about death. Suzanne said she didn't like thinking about it. I said she might end up being a woo. I was chuffed as I'd managed to use my new word. I went to the supermarket.
I just need a sign, really, don't I?
Fishmongers at all the different fish they had in the window. It's like a child in one of those kids' TV shows.
I know.
Mr. Pilkington went to the fishmonger. He stopped and looked at all the fish in the window.
Hello, Mr. Dilkington, they said.
There was a newspaper clipping stuck on the glass about a two-headed fish that they've made in Taiwan. I don't see the point in doing this, as a fish having two heads ain't gonna solve the world's hunger problems, as the head is the bit you throw away. Invent a fish with two bodies, and I'd say well done.
Good point, alright.
Suzanne watched one of her favourite TV programmes. I've told her the telly only goes on if there's something she wants to watch. If there's nothing on, she has to talk to me about stuff I've learnt. Like Descartes. Watched a programme on him the other day. He is the one who said something like, I know I'm about 'cause I dream. Doesn't work for everything, 'cause ants don't sleep. I don't know if I'd like that or not.
If you
like it if you didn't ever
Not
sleep.
sleeping. It's just one long day.
Ready?
I don't know. Don't know how you put up with that. Do you think it'd be a good idea?
No.
Why not?
Right, guys, we're going to have a short intermission. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm a bit hungry, so we'll save it there because we've done a lot there. I just need to get my head around it. But yeah, thanks for watching. I might be back on